Oh, hi there. Hi there, good friends.
Hi.
We're here and decked out because we're going to a party.
Yeah, we are. We are so gonna not die tonight. It's great.
No, nothing can go wrong. It's fine.
It's a party. When
I'm
has a party
really
ever
glad that
been
I
wrong
packed-
in D&D? Come on.
Oh yeah, I know. I double checked my spells that I packed for today, and Revivify is one of them. I'm really proud of myself.
Good job. Super proud of you. Hello, friends. I know I said that already, but I feel like you need to hear it again because hello. Well, just a couple announcements tonight. It's actually like the same as usual. We have our sponsor for tonight, CanadianDice.ca. You can go to CanadianDice.ca and use the code TheVectair, all one word, for 10% off of your dice order. And it's not just dice, it's other shit too. So go look it up. And we also have Maggie's Dice Pick of the Week, which is Dimension Door. It's right down here right now. It's very pretty, multicolored, technicolored vomit of colors. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's beautiful. It's not actually vomit.
Does it have a lot of colors?
Yes, it is multicolored.
Hmm.
And it's called Dimension Door. That's Maggie's Pick of the Week. As well, we have our fundraiser going on, which is either at the top of the chat bar or underneath the video. It is for Black Girl White Coat, which is an amazing organization that provides mentorship and support for Black and Hispanic people in the medical education field. So people that are going to be doctors and nurses and all that stuff, just giving them support for their specific needs, which, as we all know, just going to leave that there. They have specific needs. Let's help them with them. Wednesday, Artemis and I are going to be over on Goodman Games Official for the Wasteland Saga at 9 p.m. That is our MCC Mutant Crawl Classic game. And that's at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard. Friday, we're back with Fixius 5 at 8:30. And that's here. Sunday, we have Legacy of Fire, which is a Pathfinder revamp into 5e. That's on DM Jeremy's channel at 7:30. Go check out our merch store. There's a bunch of new styles that yours truly has made and put up, and arguing with Redbubble about my own goddamn logo that I made, but it's whatever, it's fine.
Third time now too.
God.
Ridiculous.
Apparently AFI is also the short form of Alpha Phi, and Alpha Phi is a trademark. So my shit's getting flagged.
But Alpha and Affy, they both have a letter that there's a letter there that's not congruent.
Yeah, but when
the shortened version.
When they short form it, it's AFI. So AFI. Yeah. That was my response too. But because it says AFI in the file and the title, they're kicking it back down. So I've submitted a couple of requests and we'll see how that goes. But there's other shit there now too. There's Half Orc Energy and that tracks and Like You Do. So go check it out. And if you want to catch up on whatever you've missed, check out our podcast. It is the episodes. Just a little bit behind, but you can get it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. So after my Redbubble rant, everything is fine.
I like how Plush literally is. I love how Plush is literally just like embodying what I have said to each and every one of you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I of course warned them prior to saying disrespectful things about their boobs, all of them, including Rob and Duality.
Duality has the best boobs.
Best boobs.
Absolutely does.
And to reenact what I said I wanted to do to each and every one of them, including Maggie's.
Yeah. Maggie, We talked about your dice pick of the week. Tell us about Dimension Door and why you picked it.
So Dimension Door is good because you've already burnt your hands off and then you froze yourself. So that's kind of embarrassing to do right in a row, so you need to escape that situation. Also, they're kind of rainbowy and I like all the different, they're not textures, but like, you know what I mean.
Swirls.
I guess they are technically textures in an artistic sense. But yeah, they look really
textures that you feel with your eyes.
I know, okay, you can't eat Canadian dice, but they make me want to eat them.
Don't eat them.
You cannot eat
dangerous.
them.
That's dangerous. It's so if I looked at them,
cut your mouth
think eat.
Don't eat your dice.
When was the last time you washed your dice? Wash your dice, everybody.
Nobody else touches it. It's just mine.
I mean,
no, but you drop them on the floor all the time.
And
that's just the floor.
It's covered in Charlie.
Charlie.
Sneaky Charlie. I love that guy.
I have to use chopsticks. I don't like when my fingies get sticky. And they're delicious Turkish dried apricot.
Oh, my old dog was named Apricot. She was a good girl.
I do the same with Cheetos, except I use a fork.
Excuse the fuck out of me? You use a fork with Cheetos?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've seen her do it.
I was cutting up pineapple earlier, which is what I'm eating now, and as I was doing, I was like, I fucking hate cutting up fruit! I hate it when my hands get sticky and it's awful, and I hate it.
Yep.
I eat chicken wings with a fork and a knife.
So, I did that when I was a kid.
I eat everything with my hands.
Well, my mom would cut it with she would do that for me when I was a kid.
I got a tremor.
I think we all do.
I found the ass end.
So, pulling us down into this episode of Mistwalkers. Y'all, you had some shit go on.
I wonder whose fault that was.
Sophia.
Chat.
Yours.
Fucking Sophia. I threw you under the bus, bitch.
Yep. So due to a card play, oops, I actually have to turn that off because it was last session. Oops. There we go. It's off now. The party decided that they were going to a party. And
we didn't decide.
Well,
we were voluntold.
You were voluntold, but then there was also some debate about, should we really go to this? And then you found out a certain someone was going, and you're like, yes, we're fucking going.
Oh, that was after the fact. I found that out after we were like, yo, we're fucking going, I guess. You're right, Ki'Lai.
So, in order to get dappered up, the party went to it was more like a spa, because they built the clothes, but they also had like hairdressing and nails and makeup and all that stuff.
And they gave champers.
So, yes. So upon arriving, Atlas was the first to be sized for their outfit. And you had a good time. It was lovely. You were spoiled. You had some scones and some tea. And it was just a very nice experience for you. Can't tell if Maggie's frozen or just happy. Oh, there they go.
Hey, am I dead? Am I dead?
No, your cam's frozen though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just because I'm too beautiful.
That's true. I agree. The next couple of people were Sly, Gabriella, and Breeze, and you were pushed up onto the tailor platforms, which we have renamed poofs because they're more fun. And oops, they're mimics. All three of them.
Oops, all mimics.
Because somebody played a card that turned them into mimics. So you fought them. Athelstan ended up going down. But your new friend Yinrik arrived and helped you with the fight, doing the majority of the damage to all three mimics. You all got your outfits, which I have put on the layout, and you probably saw the picture of it when the stream started. And now you're off to the party. You've arrived at the foyer. The footman has announced your arrival.
The footman? Tommen?
No, not your footman.
Ah.
The butler footman at Madame Eris's home. So all of you arrived looking dapper as fuck. And you make your way into a ballroom, which is a very large portion of the main floor of Madame Eris's home. You can see and smell. There is a buffet table with all variety of food, including like a carving station. It's pretty bougie. Bunch of tables. A lot of people are already here. And music is playing from a harpist and pianist duet.
Ooh. I would like it to be known before we, on our way over here, Athelstan made it clear to the party that that no one was to mention what happened at the tailor shop.
Agreed.
Was told to be quiet, I think.
Yeah, you want to role play that real quick, Maggie?
yeah, let's do it.
All right, so backing up a little bit before the arrival.
Beep, beep, beep.
Literally what Atlas does. I think at one point, like Athelstan, we're like almost ready. We're about to climb in the wagon and stuff and like that. Athelstan just like comes up to Atlas and is like, Atlas, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, what do you need me to do?
Atlas.
I look like the little star necklace.
Atlas, I need you to look at me.
Look
at me. Look at me.
Head.
This is very, very important. I need you to listen carefully. I am giving you a role to play for this evening.
Oh, is it like a game?
Let's call it a game because we are going to be playing the capital G, the game. So yes, it is a game.
I just lost that game though.
Damn it, Maggie!
That was happening.
Oh, the character moves.
That's-
Atlas says, "Oh, what kind of game? Like ones with dragons?"
There may be dragons, perhaps. I'm not sure. Is
That's
Eb supposed to show up tonight, Ki'Lai?
It's what?
Is Eb supposed to show up?
How the fuck should I know?
I'm just fucking asking, guys. But anyway, I'm giving you a role to play Atlas for this evening. You are not Atlas World Grasp.
Who am I?
You are Salta Garcia Hernandez.
What happened to Atlas World Grasp?
You are still you, but tonight you are playing a role in which you are not you.
So I still exist, but
yes,
like as a secret.
It's like acting in a play, Atlas. Keep up with me. It's like the roles at the carnival, you know? You have a job to do. You are Salta Garcia Hernandez, and you come from the far away hills from another realm. You are the noblest of stallions, and you are under an oath of silence. Also, don't eat anything or drink anything that is handed to you. Do you understand me? Not if you understand.
Can I hear this conversation?
Oh yes.
Unless it comes from us.
And we confirm a safe word because it's because like you can speak now. You are currently Atlas World Grasp, but once you go through that threshold, you are.
Safe word. How do I safe word if I can't speak? What's the sign for cabbage?
Just hand spell it.
How do I hand spell cabbage? C-A. What's B versus D? I always get confused.
This is B.
Okay,
It's like this.
B. So it's like B A G E.
I'm pretty sure at this time you would have a short form version of cabbage.
Yeah.
If we don't know the actual sign for cabbage.
I forget the sign for cabbage. I know the sign for lettuce.
This.
Wait. Which one is it?
Sign
Okay.
for-
Oh, like the head of cabbage.
Yeah, like head of cabbage.
Oh, like
So
God. Is that...
yeah, that's the sign. I literally just double checked.
Yep.
Like I knew it had something to do with your head, but I couldn't remember what it was. So it's literally like a head of cabbage.
That's a cool
Yeah,
sign.
like
But also is Atlas. If you win this game tonight, we'll get you the best plant ever.
I already have the best plant set.
I will make you another
Get
plant
you another
that
one.
speaks.
We'll get you another plant.
Because apparently I make plants that speak now.
It's pretty nifty.
And I'll get
So-
you a permanent frog.
I would love to have a friend who's a frog friend.
I'll find you a permanent frog.
I like
And
permanent-
that reminds me, Sly.
Yes.
Same rule applies. Not the same rule for Atlas here. The same rule of you not, for fuck's sake, putting your hands in any pockets.
I know.
Just stay close to Gordon.
Gordon.
Does anybody else have cool rules? This seems like a really intricate game.
You're the leader of the rule of the game.
Okay, Breeze, you have to be cool. Like usual, and
It's not a change of anything.
no, but like you Athelstan, I think you're better at coming up with the game's rules.
This rule applies for everyone. Do not eat or drink anything that is handed to you. Unless you are sure that it is from one of us. Or if you've retrieved it yourself.
Okay, and we're not supposed to mention what happened here, just that
Don't
we got
mention what
close.
happened here
We-
at
oh,
all.
Okay. Any other rules?
I promise I'm not gonna pick any pockets.
Perfect.
Oh,
You crossing your fingers behind your
No.
back.
can I ask one more question before I am no longer Atlas World Grasp and I must
Sure.
be quiet?
Sure.
Okay, so last time was it in Cartacus that I saw the Bloodspur guy in the fancy realm? I believe.
Yes, you saw.
Yeah.
Last time that you saw them was at the observatory.
So what if I see a Bloodspur? What do I do besides panic and cry?
You can then break your vow of silence.
And scream?
Yes.
Okay. That was just
What's up, Sly?
When Bestie says no picking pockets, no picking pockets.
That's all it took? God's damn it!
Only
Literally-
while we're here.
After we leave this place, everything's fair game again.
and I can speak.
Yes. Oh,
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
can-
do-
yeah.
Why aren't we allowed to eat or drink anything?
Oh, just in case there might be poison or something like that. Who knows?
But I mean, other people are drinking the same stuff.
You all should be fine. Well, if somebody comes up to you, and somebody that
Don't eat stuff that is handed to you.
Yeah.
What? How do
Well, you
Oh,
can take it, but don't actually eat it or drink it because you don't want to be impolite. And he starts going through all of like this like looping, like talking in circles and like this rule negates this rule, but only if that rule happens. And it's like table manners for the fucking bullshit nonsense ton. He's literally just like la la la. And I think that's about it. Any questions?
How
It's
many-
like that scene in the Princess
Question
Diaries.
marks above everybody's heads,
Just like doop.
except
doop.
for Ki'Lai, who's just like, you
Also-
completely lost them, Athelstan.
Also. Once again, we do not mention what happened to us tonight, nor do we mention anything about knowing or even understanding who did it to us.
What if we get body snatched? How will I know? How do I know?
We have a safe word for a reason, sweetie.
How do I know if I got body snatched?
And we, what?
Fucking
You
God.
wouldn't be here anymore?
This is not the time for an existential crisis, bestie.
I'm no longer Atlas World Grasp.
You are
You're
always
fine.
you are always
You're
at this
totally
world class.
fine.
You have just been you have just been given a role.
But they don't take your body, they kill you and make themselves look like you.
They kill you? Okay, that's
Is my
fine.
assumption.
Yeah.
They don't like actually take over your body.
No, I think you're thinking of how. Yeah, no. You, as far as I know, you're not going to be worn. You're fine.
Okay. Okay. What was that?
Nothing.
What?
But no. So I need to warn you all. There's you associate with me, you're all going to be stared at tonight.
I am used to that.
When am I not
But I
stared
will
at?
say though, Atlas, you are going to be very popular tonight.
And I will be very quiet like a cricket in the daytime when they're not being loud.
You are the noblest of stallions. Puff out your chest as if you are.
I look at Sly and then I like mimic what Sly's doing. Yeah.
If a centaur could pop that hip and like
Which hip?
Vogue
The back hip.
all the hips,
Two hips.
every
Like
hip,
4 hips. Every hip.
all hip.
I'll hip, I'll serve.
Okay. I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I have no idea how this evening is going to go. It's either going to end in a fight, or it's just going to end with vague threats. Try not to get yourselves killed.
I'll be sad if anybody gets killed. So let's not do that.
Let's not make Atlas sad.
I'm here to have a good time.
Out of curiosity,
It's never good.
do I only have the shoes on my feet, or can I hide the bag somewhere?
I already assume you've hidden the bag somewhere on your person. Like, just pulls a shoe out of your titties.
Anybody who is attempting to hide a weapon, you need to make either a sleight of hand or a stealth check. Keeping in mind that if you normally have stealth checks at disadvantage, you don't have that now because you're not wearing your armor.
Oh, should we unequip our armor?
Absolutely.
How do
Do
I...
I have
how do I-
to add anything for sleight of hand, or do I just roll it?
Just roll sleight of hand off your skills tab.
What
And you
is
can
zero? Huh?
you can unequip your armor by going into the inventory screen and just turning the t-shirt off.
A t-shirt.
What? I have no armor on, I think. What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
You've
should.
not worn armor this whole time?
No, I don't have any armor on.
Let me
I only have my
let me
magical
just
item. Wait.
double check.
Girl.
Help.
No, you have leather.
Where
it's-
is it?
Here, I'm adding armor to it because it only comes in as leather.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Elvin.
I was gonna say, like, I'm
Elvin,
pretty sure you do.
leather.
Um,
Oh no.
So
Can I
take
keep
off
on-
leather?
Just boop the
Yeah.
t-shirt from the leather.
Can I... Okay, question.
Hey, you
Can I
can
keep
do
my
it.
saddle on and my ring and my shoes?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Just
you are not,
remove-
I guess.
Where are we putting our other stuff?
I rolled a
Tommen
26.
has it.
Oh, Tommen has it? Okay.
look
so
at-
I can...
Oh, look at Gabriella. You got a spare dagger?
She
I have
likes
one.
By the way, wrinkle mug.
got merch?
Oh,
I
got
love
fucking merch?
it.
I mean, we can also just put all of the armor and stuff into the bag of holdings.
Mm-hmm. Which
Yeah.
hangs from my belt.
It's like Twitch.
Well, Breeze has one
yeah,
too.
that's
Our
true.
bag.
And I think Alaric has one too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. That
Why
reminds me.
are
all
there
of-
so many freaking bags of holding here? That's so dangerous.
One they found, Athelstan came in with one, Alaric has one as an infusion.
No,
Also-
I
although he's been
found
very quiet.
I found one in the I think the treasure hoard from the Skeleton King.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Was
that's
that
it.
that handy? That
handy
handy
hammer
have? Yeah. Okay.
The
I
back
remember now.
Now, thankfully, you no longer have a portable hole, so that's one down. 3 to go.
Where do I put my plants? Should I leave them?
Give.
You can adorn them upon you, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Where do you usually
I
keep
could-
them?
No,
I thought they just
dump-
rode in cups on your saddle.
They do. I just wasn't sure if it would be safe for them to come.
So, Ki'Lai, to your question, Gabriella kind of gives you a yeah, duh look. And then, even though she's wearing, like, literally nothing, you watch as she start pulling out,
I only need one, sweetie.
what are they? Shurikens?
Shuriken.
Shurikens?
Shuriken.
Shurikens? Yeah.
Starts pulling a couple of those out and, like, has, like, 4 on her fingers that she holds out to you.
Athelstan is covering his eyes.
Thank
There
you.
were no nipple slips.
Of course not.
He didn't want to know where any of that was coming from. That's been that
the tips and tricks from where she's stashing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't need any tips or tricks to stash things. He just like summons a rapier, and then he just like unsummons it.
I give Athelstan my armor and my sword. I'm keeping my cloak on though, for now.
And your shields?
That too. I'll give that to Athelstan.
You're gonna end up with one of those bags. It's gonna happen one day.
Do you want one of those bags though?
Yeah. Always. Do you know how many things I could fit from pockets that it cries and
Okay, but like given your history, sweetie.
Cries and klepto.
You were pulled through something like that.
pros and cons.
The Chinese or the
Yes,
bagman.
We all process our trauma differently.
Gordon
called immersive cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah. Gordon does give Breeze his shield and mace.
Flush, that already happened, but it was a bag. It was a bag of holding inside of a portable hole.
It was cool.
It was pretty cool. So, other than Fly, is anybody else trying to hide weapons on their bodies?
I haven't gotten there yet.
I mean, Mina.
Don't think I would be physically able to hide my cannon.
Unless you like wear it as a brooch.
You could use it as a curiosity.
What if you use it as a belt buckle?
You might shoot your dick off, though.
I'm talking about that cannon. I'm talking about my focus.
Wait.
I don't know what that is.
His arcane
Should I
focus.
guide myself before I do this?
Do I have to walk on my own?
No.
Yeah.
It is not unusual for people to be
30-20.
carried out during these things.
I just have Gabriella show me how to do it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Show you how to do what?
Hide the knife properly. I rolled a dirty 20. I use a sword and a shield, okay?
Athelstan is like, I have failed you. I have failed you as my charge. You can't hide.
I've never worn a dress around you.
I know, it's still freaking me out.
It's the first time I've had a dress on in like 100 years. So.
I know. You have arms. I've never seen your arms. It's weird.
She's built like a brick shithouse.
I can fucking see that.
All right. Anyone else hiding weapons?
Should I just grab one out of items, or are you going to give me one?
No, you can just grab a dagger. It would be the same stats.
Okay.
Can I does anybody have? I know it's only 2 hit points, but I'm missing 2 hit points. Game terms, I have an owie.
You would have had a short rest, so you could use a hit die to replenish that if you want, but you've come literally from the tailor shop where you fought and nearly died to 3 mimics to the party.
I just don't want it to be noticeable that we've been in a fight.
It's not really. You've been cleaned up. There was a lot of prestidigitation cast.
Oh, okay, good. That's fine.
Yeah, no, you're fine. It's like a stubbed toe, basically.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
You might have some tentacle pseudopod marks on your
Yes. It is
arm.
not pleasant.
Okay, so
I'm wearing long sleeves, so it's fine.
But you're wearing
Fly, you had the foresight when you were at the tailor's shop to have a bag made to go over your bag of shoes. It matches your outfit. It's a clutch. And you have access to your bag of shoes. It's just in a pretty case now.
It's like, what if you got to change your shoes?
Okay.
Heels will be
Ki'Lai,
carried by the end of the night.
I rolled a dirty 20 with mine, so.
yeah, Gabriella easily shows you in the dress that you have where best to hide things. So it doesn't show, or is at least hidden within the designs of the on like the bodice.
Yo, for real plush, that's what I was thinking.
Hey, baby.
Okay. Anything else before arriving for the party?
I know I'm forgetting something, but fuck it.
Last
Do we need to
chance.
give? Do we need to
Wait,
give
wait,
Tom? Do we need to give Tommen a signal for when we gotta?
I mean,
Get
us
ready
running
and
out
fucking
screaming
fly.
is a good. Okay, who is the squishiest person in the party?
There's a
The
There's a
rabbit.
party sheet that will tell us who
Probably
is the
the rabbit.
squishiest.
What was the question?
Who is the squishiest person?
Who's the littlest guy?
Does it actually show a hit
I
points?
think it is. I think it is Yenrik.
It's actually Atlas.
What?
Okay. So I go over to Sparkle Pony, and I cast Death Ward.
Okay.
Because I don't trust this shit tonight.
No, never.
There.
Now I'm assuming, Effie, that Athelstan has attended here, so he's familiar with the
absolutely.
layout. Okay, good.
Yes, you're familiar with the layout of the main floor. You know that there's like the foyer with a grand staircase going up and splitting to either side of the home. You know that there is a ladies' salon to the right of the foyer, and then the ballroom is to the left of the foyer. The ballroom takes up like 1/3 of the main floor.
I think he would have relayed that to the party as well as what will be expected of the guests.
I think
Most
that went
likely.
on there properly. Looks like it applied. Okay, so they're good for 8 hours.
Okay.
And it's not concentration.
Nice.
So if they go to 0, they come back to 1.
Gotta love it.
Gotta protect our Sparkle Pony.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally.
I'm good.
All right,
I'm as good
so
as I'm gonna be.
we're gonna pick up in the ballroom. Get sorted out for you guys. One moment, please. DM is buffering.
Please stand by.
Yeah, go check out Canadian Dice. You use the code DELVACTER and get 10% off. And make sure you check out the Dimension Door dice, because they're pretty freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I suck at that. I'm not as good as you at that.
No, you did fine. A coffee.
I yelled at Maggie earlier for consuming hot and sour soup again, and now I'm getting ads for hot and sour soup.
Oh no. They're listening.
Hot and sour soup is elite.
Pretty great. But it destroys Maggie.
I'm the only one here.
I'm the only one here. What are you talking about?
You
Look
shouldn't
at the
be.
map. Where the map? Where the map?
pretty.
Where the map? Where the map? Oh, there you are. You just have to move your character a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It summons the party. One is the loneliest. What?
All of a sudden, everybody's just.
Yep. That's how the party show up.
Mm-hmm.
My wingmen. My folks.
Alrighty.
The ones who
So-
amuse me.
You're at the ballroom door. Again, it is a very large ballroom. On the northern half of it is like a buffet and a bunch of tables to sit in. There's a dance floor, and then there's the musicians on a small. Well, the harpist is on a lift. The pianist is on the floor.
Do I recognize the harpist or the pianist?
Make an investigation or perception check. Perception check.
Starting the night out really great, everybody. I rolled a 10.
No,
Hmm.
not anybody you recognize, but you also know that it's pretty standard that servants in particular, they're on a bit of a rotating basis.
Rotated.
Revolving door.
Onward and upward, I suppose.
You heard of Madame Eris's previous footman.
Mm-hmm.
Gargoyle to the head. Such a shame.
Such a shame.
How sad.
All right, so you head in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Heading in, music's beautiful, the food smells amazing, and it's very, very obvious that people are looking at you. You're sort of used to this at this point, just because you have a very strange party makeup, and, you know, people just look at you. But you can tell now it's more because of who you are in the company of. Pasta, are you going to the party too?
Pasta just showed her butthole. Don't dox us, Twitch.
Yeah.
I mean, not dox. Don't ban us.
Don't ban us.
Not our fault.
Oh, look at the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Athelstan is carrying himself in a way that you probably haven't really seen for it. Like when it was just him and Madame Eris, he was very charming and it was very unnatural. But now he almost carries himself. He's kind of like, he's still like, his spine is very erect. His head is kind of like on the swivel a little bit, but he's like.
I'm sorry for who I am as a person.
You are not.
You said erect.
Yeah, I did say erect.
I am 12.
His posture is. It's like a hunter, I guess, but but I don't know. He's kind of like. If stalking about could be graceful, I guess.
Like
I don't know if any of you have seen him. Yeah, like a giant, like a big cat or like a big beast. I don't know. I don't know if any of you have seen him run on all fours. Probably only Ki'Lai, now that I think about it.
Probably.
Yeah.
That was a horrifying thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, heading inside, seeing that you're sort of the center of attention, Madame Eris does move to join you. And she's very boisterous in her greeting, which you've sort of come to know is her personality, especially when there is an audience. Athelstan, darling, you've made it.
He inclines his head.
Oh no, none of that. And she does the kiss. So glad you could come, and all of your friends are here as well. That's lovely.
Does she recognize Ki'Lai? Like, did she? I don't know that she's ever seen Ki'Lai.
As her gaze kind of moves over you, Ki'Lai, it does do a bit of a double take, and she squints just minutely before actually giving you a small nod of recognition, and then returning her attention to the bigger shark in the pond.
Oh, Gordon, you better watch out. No, I'm kidding.
I was afraid you wouldn't come. I know it was so short notice.
We turned it out.
As I can see. You must have had Emery work on you.
Excellent work, as always.
Indeed. They always do a lovely job, especially in short notice. You know, they work
course.
best under pressure.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Exactly. And you know how much I love diamonds.
I do. I do.
Well, come in, make yourselves comfortable, dance, drink, eat. Have a wonderful time.
Dance with me.
Oh, you know I'm not much one for dancing with my bum leg and all.
And yet you move so gracefully.
Oh, you.
Very well. Join me for a drink later.
Of course, that I definitely can do.
Very well. And he kind of leans in a little bit. Have you need of a man or a monster tonight?
A man for now.
Very well.
A united front. Thank you, Athelstan, for attending me.
Of course. We have much to discuss.
We do.
By your leave.
Enjoy the party. And she saunters off.
Who's hungry?
Yeah, I could eat. Smells really good in here.
Spare no expense. The blood of the below. And he walks towards the tables.
Gordon kind of leans down to Sly. Are they cannibals here?
I don't know.
I'm getting a cannibal vibe.
Yeah.
The blood of the below, is that like poor people gravy?
Probably.
Oh, that's really terrible.
Meanwhile, Athelstan's at the buffet table, like putting together something just small to like, you know, not terribly dainty, but still something to befit someone with fucking shark teeth.
Of course. So the table is arranged beautifully. It flows easily from appetizer to entree to dessert. There's a carving station and soup and salad and a bunch of other shit. It all looks very expensive and very delicious and very fresh.
I think as like just a cursory overlook, kind of like when you enter a party and you kind of walk in a circle around the table to see what is on. Athelstan will do that and will be, you know, checking for poison or other types of mind-altering effects.
Sure. You're doing that on the buffet table or like plates that are sort of out and about?
That for now, because that's where we're at.
Okay. So make a nature check, or if you have an ability, you can go ahead and do that.
We never put the ability on my character sheet.
Didn't we?
No.
I'm usually good about that.
I think
Detect poison and disease, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Beloved's magic.
What? Oh.
Under the... Find it?
Oh, it's in... over there. Got it. Wait. Yes. Beloved's
All right.
features. Beloved's magic. There we go.
It's also on your action tab.
Yep.
Okay. So nothing flags up outside of the ordinary. Like, you know, alcohol is technically a poison. But there's no indication of anything poisonous in the food.
Sorry.
I see pasta.
No.
She had to come say hello.
Little freak. I love that little freak.
Yep, a beautiful little freak.
She wants to find Avi. That's her
She
goal.
does. She's looking for Bree.
Yeah. Athelstan will signal to the party that it is okay, and he will sign at Atlas and ask how he fares, if he's okay right now. And you can sign back, of course.
This is a sign for yes, and this is a sign for no.
You can also just say it.
Yeah, you can speak your hand signing. Maggie.
What?
Yeah, I figured. No worries. Athelstan asked via hand sign. Am I hearing myself? That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, is it me? Is that better?
No, I don't think it was you.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Oh, I think it's fixed, whatever it was.
Cool. Whatever
it
happened.
might have been me.
I don't think. No, we'll see. Well, you were muted when it was happening before too, but that's fine.
Oh.
Anyway, he's asking Atlas if he's okay.
Oh, it's
Via
Artemis.
He signs back. Oh wait, he signs back. The universal sign.
Cool.
Hey.
And he's like,
Hey, I'm good.
And he's like, cucumber sandwiches. Please, help yourselves to some tiny little sandwiches.
I look at him with like big, sparkly, beachy eyes. Like we can eat, like just like let's eat the sandwiches.
You can eat the sandwiches.
I first offer Gordon quietly a sandwich because I know he also wanted to eat.
Thanks, Al. Nope.
Salta.
You're a real good dude.
This bump.
The 2-finger sandwich that probably would take 4 dainty bites is gone in one.
Yep.
Oh.
Athelstan did go over table manners, y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that they retained any of it.
So, you all have a indeterminate amount of time to ingratiate yourself at this point, or just sit back and watch. So tell me what you decide to do while you're here. There are some people dancing, there's people noshing.
Oh, I love the fish on the table. Haha. And these are like great windows around the place, right?
There are windows, yeah, wherever you can see out is a window.
Okay. And no one's gone in this direction, correct?
Which direction?
Over here.
I mean, we're all technically over at the tables, I assume.
No, I was just asking, like there's no like movement aside from the servant.
No. The door to the ladies' parlor is closed. Nobody's gone up the stairs, and you can actually see there are a couple of Kargat standing at the top of both staircases.
Of course.
Can I roll to see if I perceive any blood spur?
Absolutely. You can make an insight or a nature or an arcana check.
Did that fix the problem?
I think so.
We claim a table as our own.
The size of your party, you might need to.
Yep.
Did it roll? Fuck.
Nope.
I'm sad because when it rolled out, it was a 16, but I guess I threw it too hard. It's okay though. I'm not rolling.
Nobody perceives any blood spur / illithid / mind flame.
Well, I was just perceiving just to perceive, and it's a 6. So I guess he's just really focusing on being big broody man.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm Pac-Manning the cucumber sandwiches.
Bum. We go back to a table, and Atlas just comes over and sets down a plate. It's like shaggy sandwiches, like.
I'm like, he's a growing man.
Well, yeah, horses have to eat quite a lot, so I can only imagine how much a centaur needs to eat.
Yeah, he's a hungry man, and he's a hungry horse. But he is not so hungry he could eat a horse. That would be fucked up.
Yeah.
We should play Hungry Horses.
Gordon does have a substantial plate as well. So in one hand,
he's got the whole turkey.
In one hand, he's got like the big platter plate.
He George of the Jungled it. Just
And
grabs
then in the
top of
other, he
something.
has Sly. And he sits down at a table, plate on the
Okay.
table, Sly on his knee. I'm a little concerned.
Oh,
These chairs have really spindly legs.
yes.
I am a large man.
Yes, you are.
This thing is going to break under me.
Then maybe you should not sit. Or maybe we can distribute your weight amongst 2 chairs.
Yeah.
I guess I can get up and not add my weight.
Babe, you weigh like 10 pounds. It's totally fine.
You do weigh about 10 pounds.
That's soaking wet.
No one's ever said to me.
You are bone, heels, and horn, and tail. That is it.
Okay.
So he like shoves another chair under one ass cheek. Another one under the other ass cheek. All right. Think we're good. Babe, I got you this really cool like cream puff. But it's like a spinach cream.
Spinach puffs.
I like that.
Yeah. Thought you would. It's really nice. Perfect. Anything else while you're noshing?
It's so good.
Breeze is just gonna attempt to overhear everything that's said at some of the other tables.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Is that one?
Can I make a perception check to try and recognize anybody here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So 15 on Breeze's perception check. From the tables around you, you start hearing just little snippets of the conversation because it's not loud, but there's that constant drone of a party, lots of chattering, and then the music in the background, the kind of cling and clang of plates and dishware. You hear things like, the Kargat came to that shopkeeper's home and completely destroyed everything. The fields outside of Corvia are not producing as much as they should. I don't understand why the Rex family would abandon us at this time. How dare Athelstan come here and not try to put his family together? Oh my god, did you see that giant Minotaur? Who invited that?
And there's
If
probably
Athelstan
also
is here-
conversation. There's probably also conversation about how everyone is horny for the centaur.
It's kind of a mixed thing. Like when there's talk of the Minotaur or the Centaur, it's with this undercurrent of like monster fucking.
Yep.
Like ew, but also
Mhm.
Am I smart enough to like understand what people are like to recognize what people are talking about if I like hear anything?
Oh yeah,
Like-
Gordon is the only Minotaur here, and Atlas is
No,
the
no, I
only
mean, like-
Centaur here.
No, I know. I just mean like in general, like talking about things that like are not necessarily relevant to like us.
The fields outside Corvea and the Kargat destroying a shopkeeper's home.
Stuff like that, or like, am I like aware enough to like recognize certain things?
You're
Yeah.
listening
If I
to
roll
us.
it, will it be worth it?
You can take the information that you hear and act on it however you choose.
Hey, wait.
Those are not plot hooks from a DM perspective, but they are environmental hooks. This is what's happening in Darkon right now. So you
What-
can perceive it however you like to perceive it. You are intelligent enough as a character and as a player to kind of pick your battles. But yes, you do overhear all of this as well.
Hell yeah, brother. Also,
right on, brother.
Gordon comment.
Mhm. Gordon didn't hear it.
No, I did though.
No,
right?
you did for sure.
So jealous.
It's like, I really like these little or like the little tarts with the egg in them. Those are really good.
Just like.
And there's this gray stuff.
Like it
Try
sounded
it.
like
It's delicious.
talking down about him. Like,
Yeah,
I brought that. Like, that's the one that made me angry.
Yeah. That's not a surprise. You do, with that perception check, I will say that you do get the hint of they're talking down about him, but they would absolutely ride that if they had the chance.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
That's
it's
fine.
it's twofold. It's not very like mean. It's mean for sure, but it's also like I would do that if I could.
Very high school.
Yes.
I think based off of everyone's passive perception, you are definitely noticing that Athelstan is drinking what seems to be unhealthy amounts or copious amounts of wine.
Seems to or is.
Well, they don't know something about his body, so
Mm.
he's you don't know, I guess.
Ki'Lai know though?
It's more of a newer
All the
development.
state dinners. Oh,
The newer development.
I make a medicine check to see if my friend looks like he's getting sick.
Hey,
From-
bestie.
He's making it a point also to like get up and go to the buffet table and the libations table to retrieve more wine as well and bring it back to the table. He's not hiding it. He's making sure that he's seen.
As you go and grab another wine bottle, you hear more than see General Constance, who is a former guard, but with the replacement of the Kargat, you're not sure if they still have their station.
Wait. General, where the hell is he? I recognize that name. Fuck. Where?
I don't think so. I just made it up.
Oh, never mind. General.
Can't believe that.
It sounded like you said Alzarath. Sorry, what was his name?
Constance.
Oh, Constance. What the fuck? Wow.
I don't know.
General Constance. Okay, so sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So he wasn't a Constance character here before?
They're sitting at one of the tables. They have the bottle of red wine from the table and then like a pint of something. They're like, can't believe they brought that motherfucker here. He's purple. You know what else is purple? Bruises. Nobody'll ever know. Nobody'll know.
They're gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know. And their wife is like, calm down, honey. It's okay. Don't rock the boat. Don't make a scene. Maybe you've had enough to drink.
It's like
He like,
thinking
sorry.
about taking off a shoe, but not doing it, but just thinking about like doing it in my mind, you know, like just
You're visualizing it.
You're having a Scrubs flash.
Just
what?
like
The TV show Scrubs, every once in a while, the main character would have like this flash of a moment where they do something, but then it goes back and he's like,
it's his
it didn't
imagination.
actually happen.
He's daydreaming.
Yeah.
that's so Raven.
That too.
Oh,
No, that's
sure.
a vision.
I've never
That's a
watched it.
vision. That's so Raven is a vision because she's
Future.
yeah.
She can see because
Yeah.
she saw
She can
So-
see. It's the future she can see.
I'm so here for the Fall Out Boy reference in the chat. Thank you for that. Thank you.
There's a lot of arms here and boobs. This ain't a scene, it's a goddamn boob race.
Actually, it's a goddamn ray.
But yeah, much like Cedar just did, Athelstan is just like necking this wine, and then pouring himself another, and before he turns to walk back to the table.
Let's make a medicine check to see if my friend is okay.
Absolutely.
He sits heavily down at the table, dropping his elbow on it and clinking the glasses.
Nice.
This
And
is
he
my
got-
good roll? This is
and
my
he got-
good roll?
He kind of looks over. He kind of like, just like kind of makes tries not like maybe looking through General Constance, as if it was just like a coincidence, and just like kind of like just tips his head, like kind of swaying a little bit.
Fuck that guy. Why is my voice so loud? So with your medicine check, Athelstan, they got a 25. So you can go ahead and whisper them if you like.
Okay. Right click. Wait, no. How do work thing? There we go. Aha.
Right click on the portrait at the
Yeah,
top.
it just
Yep.
the icon was just it was like the same color as the mighty boomstick, so I was confusion.
Got you.
Oh, confusion. I'm dad.
Do I recognize anybody with my perception check?
With your perception check, yeah, you see a couple familiar faces from a lot of the dinners that you've been to. Obviously, General Constance and his wife. Their wife, sorry. You see a couple of other dignitaries from Illituk. A couple of the aristocracy families are represented here by either a parent or somebody who's out in society.
Anybody who shouldn't be here?
Us.
Your party.
Yeah, I mean, besides all of us yahoos.
Not really. I mean, everybody is putting on an air of, I'm supposed to be here. I deserve this. This is my role. This is my position.
Okay.
Other than your party. Like, your party's like, I want to punch everyone here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many people would look so much better with a stiletto heel sticking out of their forehead. Stiletto heel lobotomy? Yes, please.
That's
Alex
clever.
thinks to himself, I look like I have a stiletto heel poking out of me.
You know, like, go over to Athelstan and be like, hey, bestie. Want some water?
Hey, bestie.
Want some water?
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
Do you insist?
Yes, I do.
Very well.
Here you go.
Group project.
Hey. He takes a sip of that water, pours himself another wine goblet, and he just necks that too.
All right, I deserve that. That's fair.
And he takes another sip of water.
Shouldn't we be a little more aware of what's going on around us?
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Just be like, anyway, snack time.
No. It's time to dance. Which one of you wants to dance with me?
All right.
Sly. I knew I could count on you. And he stands up, takes your hand, and he like reaches for your hand. He stops and he looks at Gordon and he looks at you and he's like, "May I?"
The lady is her own lady. If she wants
That's
to
why
dance with
I'm-
you, she can dance with you.
That's why I looked at both of you so that you did the thing and others.
Yes, bestie. Let's go.
Excellent. He takes her hand and takes her for a surprisingly well put together kind of dance. It's is Sly like a has Sly danced? Does Sly dance?
I don't know. No.
What's Wrinkle Pig
Sorry,
doing?
the cat just tried to like scale. Anyway,
what?
whatever. She's fine.
I don't know if y'all expected it, but Athelstan, he can cut an elegant rug.
I don't know. Abby, can I dance?
Just if you don't, I don't know, can you? Like if you can't, he'll teach you.
You're a rogue. You're pretty dexterous. You
You're
should
pretty
be
dexterous,
okay.
Doesn't mean you can't dance. Doesn't mean you can or can't dance.
I would say, given your personality, you may not have taken like official dance lessons, but Athelstan is a prince, raised to be a prince. He can lead you and you can follow and you'll manage.
Come along, Sly. Have you ever danced? Oh, it's easy. I will show you.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the waltz?
Heard of it? Yes. Done it? No.
Simple. Follow me.
Yeet.
Roll for wardrobe malfunction. No, I'm just kidding.
Titty slip.
Okay, so you get out onto the dance floor, and Athelstan, despite appearing very intoxicated, is able to lead you around the floor pretty succinctly. He's able to, you keep up with the music, the swirling is nice. Nobody bumps into anybody, he doesn't step on your toes. You don't step on his.
So is this what you fancy people do? Just dance?
Oh, we do so much more and so much worse. And he dips you.
Yeah.
And he brings you back up. Like he holds you there for a second as if like you're just like sitting there just like, and then brings you back up.
Okay.
More dancing.
Going along with it.
Yeah.
Because it's hilarious, Gordon is going to ask Breeze to dance.
Yes.
Sure.
Because
I am
it's
so here for that.
fucking
It'll be
funny.
hilarious. Yes.
So Gordon leads you out onto the floor, and basically, if you've ever seen a kid dancing with their dad, you stand on his feet. It's like hoof to hoof.
So cute.
And you're still like very tiny in comparison. I mean, Breeze is 4. How tall is Breeze?
I think they're taller than that.
Are
5'4".
you? 5'4"?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So Breeze is 5'4", but Gordon's like 9'3". He's the big dude. Like you're about halfway up. You're just like at his navel, but he's having a good time. He doesn't dance very well.
Now, is the music that's playing, is it only for pairs, or do any songs come on where it requires more than a pair and or the switching of partners?
So I will
How English country
make a
dance?
big confession. This last week, I have been watching all of the Jane Austen and Bridgerton stuff to
Yeah, English country dance.
prepare myself for this.
Black Nag.
So
Let's do Black Nag. Let's fucking do Black
Thinking
Nag.
that or something like the computer show.
Yeah. So there are other songs. It starts off with just like a couple of coupley ones, but then it starts as people get more intoxicated or loosen up a little bit more in whatever fashion they so choose. It does become more like lively country music, things that probably the gentry would not want to be seen.
Yeah.
Because
But
they
it's like
are
the
above
peasant
such
do.
things.
But it's like the peasant do.
Yeah, they don't want to do like the peasant do. They are above
Yeah,
the
but like,
peasant.
so is this how the peasants enjoy their time?
Mm-hmm. So it very much turns into like sort of a raucous country dance with, you know, big groups kind of like changing partners and like the big bridges and, you know, up and down the aisles of dancing.
Tell me there's a Ken Cares K circle.
Of course.
Ken Care K.
It does not turn into Cotton Eye Joe, but it is
No.
very lovely.
No, illegal.
And it's a lot of fun. And about an hour and a half into the dancing, Madame Eris moves onto the stage with the harpist and tings her glass to get everyone's attention. The music stops.
Athelstan will take Sly. I also imagine that Athelstan would have cut in to dance with Gordon and then dance with Breeze too.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
Gordon's into it. He's just happy to dance. He brings Atlas out onto the dance floor if they want to dance. Ki'Lai, Gabriella, Alaric. Like, he is happy to dance with anybody.
Liliana, everybody. We cut a rug.
He's not...
Would obviously be doing some kind of dressage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Maggie? Would Atlas be doing some dressage dance?
They want to stand by the table and eat sandwiches, but they know that they're not allowed to be separated from the group. So they're kind of...
You're still with an eye shot.
No, but they're still scared about being got. So they're just gonna, like... They're not gonna do any dressage. I think it's called the cha-cha. They're just cha-chaing back and forth real smooth now.
But like a horse.
But like as a horse, floating off the ground.
I've seen horses do that.
Yeah.
Asparagus.
That's gotta be amazing for trench.
But like sometimes they're like doing this with their arms.
Excellent.
It's like, you know, like in an MMO RPG where like there's just like an idle dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just the same animation.
So Asparagus has said Gordon is not a good dancer, but he's enthusiastic, and that is accurate. He doesn't dance well.
Does he do the white man shuffle? Please tell me.
The
dad white man shuffle?
Yes, but
he does the dad shuffle.
But a little bit more than that. Like, he is happy to do the white man shuffle, but then he like really gets into it. Offbeat.
Does the dad wiggle?
Completely like not the actual dancing that, you know, is formed that you're used to. He just kind of makes up his own shit as he goes.
Who's doing the stanky leg?
I'm gonna say Atlas because he's got 4 of them.
I cannot do 4 stanky legs at once. I will. You know those horses that like they go like. That would be Atlas if he tried to do the stanky leg with all 4.
Okay.
Those would be the stanky legs.
The last dance is the Korobushka, and it's really intense.
Yeah.
Then everybody goes back to their tables.
Cannot do that.
So Madame Eris has called to a stop the music and is prepared to make an announcement. But, you know, we're about an hour and a half in, so we'll take a quick break. We'll
Why
be
would
right
you
back.
do this to me?
Because
I'm gonna wear the stilettos and I'm gonna try throwing.
Do it.
I want to see. I want to know for sure that I can do it.
Yeah.
Hi, we're back. I gave up having hair in my face because it was pissing me off.
We can't see what you look like anyway, Sky Daddy.
You still
I'm
look
a
adorable.
mystery. Fart.
I thought you were gonna play the actual fart for a second.
No, I just farted. It's fine.
That was me earlier.
Oh, man. Okay. So the dance has come to a close. Madame Eris... Well, the dance hasn't come to a close. That's not what I mean. Madame Eris has put the dance on hold because she has an announcement. My dears, my darling, thank you all so much for joining. It's come to my attention that some of you have not paid homage to the temple in a week. As such, my ship is prepared to take you over there directly, so you may pay your dues. If you would all please file out of the back door towards my dock, my private dock. We will go there post-haste.
Any clue what the fuck's going on? Any
You
clue?
have no idea. This is new.
Athelstan, what's this temple?
No fucking idea.
I thought you were from here.
I am from here. This is new.
I will say you do know there is a temple. It's actually, if you look at the map of Ilatuk, there is a small island with a building on it. That is a temple.
No.
It is a temple, and it is like a multi-pantheon temple.
A multi-level marketing scheme.
Yeah.
Expect green drinks and
in the middle of the
tights.
It's in the middle of the river. Okay, great. Fuck it.
Is it the same sea that Athelstan put the boat with the octopus, or no?
Thank you.
No, that's the Sea of Sorrows.
Technically, waterways in the domains all
They're all the same.
Would Atlas think that we have to worry about the Krakion?
I would be less worried about that than I would that frickin' ship.
Atlas is not thinking about that. He's just, he hasn't thought that far forward.
Is Eris getting on the ship?
Oh yes, she's leading the way.
Okay.
The insinuation is that everybody in attendance is going, and whether you need to pay your dues or not, that's for you when you get there.
I checked my pocket. How many monies at my monies?
We about to die up in here. But I say that like quietly, like quiet.
Possibly.
Let's go. Alex does not look thrilled. He doesn't want to die.
He kind of indicates to all of the Kargat that are basically hurting the people. We don't have much choice of them. Mm-hmm. Be on your guard.
Okay.
Come along. It'll be fine. And he grabs a wine cairn to take with him.
A Hawaiian punch is what I thought you were gonna say.
Fine.
I want some Hawaiian.
What was that say?
So did you just say it'll be fine?
Everything's going to be fine.
Can I make an insight check on whether I think Athelstan thinks it will be fine?
Go for it.
Are we promising?
Whoa.
What the fuck are all those dice? What the fuck? The fuck what?
Oh, let me put a card.
It's just a card. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I have chronic anxiety. I always worry, especially when people tell me don't worry.
So, to calm you down, it was a card for gold coins.
Oh,
so you get 10d10 gold coins. So you have 41 gold coins now in the party sheet.
Delicious.
Well, you have more than that now, actually, because you had some already.
I eat all the coins.
Thou shall not want for money, Sparkle Pony.
No,
that was
it's
the note. Okay, so I've added that to the party sheet. There is a couple items there too that were played last week. You guys can do whatever you want with them.
Really?
So you're herded out onto the dock and onto the ship. Now, this river is not large.
Ooh.
It's big enough. However, the ship that you're herded onto is, I would say, closer to Captain Calypso's ship. It's not a riverboat. It's a ship. Yes.
Are we aware of those things in the party sheet?
Yeah.
I want to see in the party sheet. How do I do that?
Yeah, those are all gifts from chat, so
I know where they came from. I remember when they got here. But you usually work it in some way that we find out about them, and you have not yet.
They're in our pockets.
So that's why I was like, do we know about those?
Oh yeah. I think because of the mimics that got played last week, I kind of forgot.
Are they in
They
the
were,
mimic?
they were the week
maybe?
before
And
that,
then we
anyways.
open
We
Yeah,
don't have
well,
we don't have a wizard who can cast plane shift.
Green will be able to in a while.
Yep. Eventually, Atlas can.
I
This
do
is all
For sure,
This
and
is all wizard shit.
I think
Wonder
maybe
Web
I
can
can
be used by
eventually
anybody.
too.
Let me check
Plane
the spell
shift
list.
is cleric, druid, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
eventually.
I could probably do that.
so if it is on your spell list, but you don't have the spell slot for it, you can make a roll to see
Yeah.
if you are successful in casting it.
How do you
Or
That
say
is
you
a
can keep
very
it
high level
until
spell
yes, or you can keep it until you are able to cast it.
because I
Party
don't
sheet
get
is
that
upper
spell
right
until
corner underneath
13.
tools.
how do you see that stuff?
Party sheet is underneath tools, upper right corner. It's the second icon from the swords.
It's like a couple
things
people.
that you can do.
And you click on inventory on the tab on the side on the right side of the party sheet screen.
Yeah, I meant things that you could do. Like I saw
Oh,
it like recently, but now I can't remember.
has to be it's in a book.
The instrumentalists join you and begin playing on the dock with a smaller version of a harp and a piano that was installed clearly for this little river adventure. And as soon as everyone is boarded, the Kargat cast off.
Athelstan is listening to any murmuring going on with keen.
Same.
Make perception checks.
By the way,
Yeah, I get that
Atlas
spell at
down
level
to
13, y'all.
65
So
because I rolled for it.
Sorry, what was that, Atlas?
I rolled to see if I thought that Athelstan was thinking that we would be fine.
Oh, yes. So you rolled a 24. Athelstan?
He's concerned. He is concerned. He is unsure, but
Okay.
fake it till you make it.
okay, that's my second dirty 20 perception check in a row.
That's because you are perceptive, bitch.
She's also
21.
wearing a dress and nervous as fuck, so she's probably wound up tighter than a cat. So
21 perception check.
Okay. So, Sly, unfortunately, you're a little distracted by there's a lot of rich people here and I'm not allowed to pick any pockets. I am upset.
Also, he took your hand when you held out your pinky. He took your hand in both of his and he whispered in your ear, "I will try.
Okay.
I trust you."
I just like headbutt him gently.
Aw, like cats.
Exactly.
Headbutts of love.
Mm. And he just and he kind of like grabs onto Gordon to like when the car got cast off.
Hey,
Same.
are you gonna throw up? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
You're worrying me a little, my friend. What?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should drink some water.
Oh, perhaps.
Not now.
And he takes a sip of water, and then takes a sip of wine.
Yeah, I deserve that.
He's just like holding them both.
Oh. God damn it, Robert.
Diomp. Can we swim this river? No, if it's the river from last time, I don't think so.
No, sorry, Asparagus, I didn't see that question there. The river can... Before everything that happened in Darkon, it could have been swam with some difficulty, but now with the information that you have from Tommen, with the river changes directions at random and violently when it does so, it's not safe to even risk it. So you can see at this point the river is flowing back towards the bay where you first arrived, which is strange because it usually runs the other way.
I had a moment where I like forgot that there were people in the chat and I thought you were calling Athelstan asparagus and I was like, oh.
No, he's aubergine. Wrong vegetable.
Aubergine or apple stand. which is what the auto
I'm not
CC
Bob.
says.
Yeah.
I'm not Bob. I swear to drunk, I'm not Bob.
Okay. So taking off, the ship begins to slowly make its way. Given that it is going against the flow, rather than using the sails or relying on the river itself, there are oars that come out from below deck and start rowing in tandem, and you can hear a very faint thump, 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 thump from beneath you. With all of your perception checks, you can hear a little bit of murmuring that, you know, oh, I've already paid my tithe. I shouldn't have to go. I've already done this. Or we didn't have the money for a tithe. All these parties, it's so expensive to, you know, maintain our visage. For the most part, most people are a little upset, clearly, that they've been kind of forced into this. But the way they murmur about it is in that very sort of backhanded double talk. Oh, Madame Eris is so good to take us to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
But they're clearly not happy about it. The fact that this is being a forced issue, Athelstan in particular, you think it's related to the fact that there is no butt in the seat.
There's no what? Oh yeah.
There's no butt in the seat.
Oh, butt in the seat. Sorry.
Yeah.
I heard bud. I heard butt in the sea, and I was like,
I just was like,
I was like, Aru.
It's okay, Maggie. Just basically what's happened is you're on the boat to head to the temple. The murmurings from your, if you want, you can do a perception check, but basically the murmurings are a little pissed off that they're being forced to go and pay their dues, essentially. Whereas before, when Aslan was in charge, nobody forced anything, really. They just sort of... Yeah.
Why is my perception still on wisdom? I can't... Okay, it is. Oh, I accidentally pressed the wrong button, I think. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you get the same sort of information with your
Wait,
17.
I should have proficiency in this, because I think I pressed something while I wasn't paying attention, so that should have another 3 on it, because I had proficiency earlier.
Okay, so dirty 20. Yeah, you get the same sort of thing. And even with your sort of limited, or I don't want to say sheltered, but like, you don't know how these people act as a general rule, but even with how they're talking, you get the feeling that like what they're saying is not what they're meaning. So my example before was, it's so good of Madame Eris to take us to the temple. They mean the exact opposite. Like, how dare she take us? We're at a party.
Being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Alice knows what sarcasm is. It's just hard to read.
Yes, but it kind of goes back to the insinuation of the Kargat themselves, because they could literally be anyone. Everybody has to be careful of what they say. Because if it's just what they say, it's a he said, she said. But if they say something specific like, fuck this bitch, there's no way to spin that.
It's the game.
It's so fucking cool.
It's the game.
It is the game, yes.
If I say
Shut up, Aggie.
quietly
And we all just lost.
to Gordon, can I be sure that no one's gonna overhear it? Like super, super quiet?
Yeah. He would
Just
be
like
able to
Lean into
lift
his ear.
Yeah, he would be able to lift you up so you can whisper right in his ear, and it's high enough and there's enough noise that you would be able to whisper to him.
Is that where they make the people gravy?
Oh my god, you're probably right. But I thought they made... Oh wait, we are pretty poor. Yeah. So, maybe we should just rob all these people and then we won't be poor anymore.
I promised Athelstan we wouldn't.
Oh.
You look over and he's just like leaning on the railing and he's just like,
A promise is a promise.
Yeah, I won't make you break your promise, babe. It's totally okay. We'll figure something out. Don't worry. Breeze has my weapons. You've got your shoes. We'll be fine. We have to kill everybody. It'll be okay.
How close is it to midnight right now?
How close is it to midnight? It's probably edging around the 11:30 mark.
So I have 30 minutes to use up the shoes, or I only have 10 pairs.
Only
20 shoes, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Fuck, I have to
only
read something
20
again.
shoes.
Because it like refills at midnight.
Yeah, we know, but
I know,
we're
but-
saying we're like putting the emphasis on only.
Like, that's 20 different attacks you can make.
Athelstan's like, I know
shoes.
I know how you could afford to pay the tithe. You could just sell a pair of your shoes. You have so many. No, he doesn't actually say that because he can't hear you. Also, we're not from here, so I don't think there's a tithe issue out of character.
You're
use.
from here.
Yeah.
Selling my shoes. Excuse me.
If we need to, we could just sell one of your shoes.
Let's get some shoes.
Oh my god, shoes.
But also, y'all, I didn't bring the crossbow. I only have the shoes.
The slingshot?
Whatever. Shoe, crossbow, slingshot, same thing.
The shoe to pull.
Anyways, we're on the boat. Boat's moving.
Yeah.
Boat's moving.
People are bitching.
Yeah, that's definitely the chatter around the boat, the scuttlebutt, if you will. It's
boat.
With his perception check, did he see anybody that he recognizes?
Yeah, you see a lot of dignitaries that you are familiar with. You see Senwin and his father.
I don't, because I just pass my eyes right over them.
They are not in your periphery, but they are within the assembled at the moment. You see, obviously, General Constance and his wife.
Any allies? Or quote-unquote acquaintance allies?
If you would call Eris an ally, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
As for anybody that you know, in fact, other than like Pearl and their family, you haven't really seen anybody else that you know in that regard.
And they normally would be at these things.
Generally, yeah.
I'm starting to draw some conclusions here. Steamboat, chugga choo choo. The train.
Okay, so it takes about 20 minutes to reach the island. And you're docked and allowed to disembark. The island itself is literally just a little bit larger than the building that's on it. It is a, as I said, multi-pantheon temple. And there are a lot of frescoes and sort of gargoyle depictions of a variety of gods and goddesses.
The whole party skirts away from any overhanging gargoyles.
Exactly what I would be doing.
For sure. The ton begins to make their way into the temple, sort of meandering along the path from the dock to the front doors. The doors themselves are open, and there is a monk standing silently in the middle of it, dressed in blue robes with a white lining. The hood is pulled over their head. Their head's bowed. They're holding a censer with a small light on top of it, likely from a light spell. And they're just standing there, allowing people to pass on either side of them.
Do I recognize the regalia?
Depends. Have you visited this temple before?
Probably on not like a dare, but like probably for shits and gigs.
Okay. If you have,
who wouldn't want to fuck in a church?
there is that. You do recognize it as sort of the cloistered that live here, the monks and the nuns that live here. They generally do not communicate to outsiders. They're not mute because they do sing and lead prayer and all that stuff, but they don't engage generally with any outsiders unless they're giving blessings or something.
Are the Kargat, as people are filing in, are the Kargat remaining outside the doors for the most part?
The Kargat...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And is Madame Eris inside?
Madame Eris did lead the way inside.
Okay.
She went in first. The Kargat themselves, they... like two of them move in to kind of frame the other sides of the door. So you have the monks kind of in the middle, and then the two Kargat guards on either side, and then there's enough place for like 1 to 2 abroad to pass through on either side of the monk. As for the majority of the Kargat, though, they are mostly outside, kind of ushering people in or just lighting the path towards the front gates.
Okay, we're being funneled in. Okay.
So going inside, anybody not do that?
No, I'm sure we stay together.
Okay, so sticking together, you all move inside as a group. And inside there are many totems, mosaics, altars. What's the spacing on the word?
Altar, orb?
No, it's the flat stone, usually in the ground.
Oh, keystones?
Keystones.
Pedestal?
Yeah, a keystone. There's a bunch of those, and pretty much any mainstream god or goddess that you are aware of is represented here. But also there's some other symbols. There's the symbol of Rakdos and the symbol of Asmodeus. It's not just the good gods, the ones that were on the one side of the war. It's everybody.
We're lactose intolerant. Question: do I see any like druidic symbols, like, or any of the ones that might have been, I don't know, in the place where I was in Cartacus, where there was a graveyard and I saw weird shit?
You don't see any druidic symbols. No, there's nothing in druid. Thieves' Cant wise, there's a couple markings that indicate safe space, haven. Like this is not a place that you would fight. It is it is holy ground.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, like there's obviously markings of, don't steal from here, or there's nothing worth anything.
Everybody
here.
looks at Sly.
None of us can read it other than her.
Yeah. Well, Athelstan can.
Or Athelstan.
Athelstan would like to, an aside to Mina. Oh shit, what was I gonna say to her? Shit. Spot anything?
Have Alice's deity written down?
Nothing untoward, no. But I think there's a symbol for me.
Aru? He immediately just looks over at it.
So with her magic, she's able to briefly illuminate it so that it kind of sticks out for you.
His eyes seem a bit brighter green. Whenever that happens, just like.
So her symbol is a very feminine hand, kind of holding out like this, with a a large seed in the palm, and then what looks to be Yggdrasil growing out of it.
World tree.
Yep.
With what growing out of it?
Yggdrasil.
Just
Yggdrasil. I don't know how
Okay.
to. I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Question.
YGG. What?
What pantheon are we using? Because dumb bitch didn't write down what god Atlas mainly worships.
I
All
always
pantheons.
assumed Atlas was more like a nature worshiper rather than a god worshiper.
Yeah. They're also like nature gods, like Sylvanas or the other one that I
Okay,
forget.
well, you can pick one. They are represented here. There's just no druidic specific markings. Like there's nothing like what you saw in the graveyard.
Do I notice any blood spurs?
Make a Arcana or Nature or Insight check.
A blood spur check.
Blood spur check.
Did you say Arcana, Nature, or what?
Insight.
I'm assuming that we're all being funneled to relatively the same area.
Not once you're inside. Once you're inside, you're pretty much free to roam wherever you like.
Pretty sure that like when she said that and he spotted that, he stopped in his tracks. Probably somebody bumped into him from behind. And he just like
probably Ki'Lai.
And then he's just like
going there? Okay.
Yeah.
Atlas, with your 13 insight check, you do not see any blood spur.
No blood spur god?
No.
So
were you looking for the
said
god?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a
Are there-
perception check or investigation check. Sorry, I thought you were looking for actual blood spur.
I thought you were actually looking for.
Yeah, same.
No, I meant like tentacly god things. You know.
Davy Jones.
Yeah, seeing Athelstan's demeanor change and just gonna follow him.
Okay. So it is in comparison. Who did we lose? Maggie.
Dumb bitch, and I was leaning forward and like my knee hit the power off button on my tower.
Oh no.
I've done that.
Yeah,
It's all good.
so-
It's okay. Now
yeah.
there's just like videos of boobs.
Boobs everywhere. Boobs.
Turn on my
Boobs,
camera.
boobs.
No,
everywhere.
All the boobs.
Look at my desk.
For slides.
Make sure we see your keyboard. Your shameful keyboard.
It's really dirty, and it's missing 3 keys now.
Boobs,
Oh, buddy.
glorious boobs.
Okay, so the symbol for Mina, like I said, it's that same symbol. There's a little bit of like gold etching around the outside of it. It's not like symbols or words or anything. It's just sort of like decorative. The leaves themselves are very, very tiny or crushed emerald. So whoever may have added this had some level of worth and respect. It's not just like a stone face. It's been decorated.
Are there monks nearby?
Yes. There are monks and nuns kind of like mattered about.
Specifically at this symbol.
No, but I mean, there's one probably within 5 feet.
How did this come to be here?
They do not respond.
And he reaches out and he touches it. Places a big old palm right into hers.
Okay. So when you touch it, your fingers, you get like a little zap almost. But you recognize it as Mina's essence.
It's like gasps.
Shut up, Maggie. Your fucking face, stop it.
You are known.
I am. I knew I was known, but I've never asked anybody to worship me.
I would
Other than
worship-
Breeze.
I would worship the temple that that housed you till the last of my days, my dying breath to you. I would worship forever.
I know. That's not for a long while. And Breeze, as Athelstan is talking to Mina, you hear her too.
I didn't know she was a goddess. I thought she was just like your patron.
She is.
Doesn't necessarily mean God. We just lost Maggie again.
More boobs! Yep. Dang it! Maggie, we're trying to have a moment here!
I'm gonna have so much editing to do on this episode.
Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Yeah. I think I finished what I was saying, but
Aston like places his other hand on and just like rests his forehead against his fingers. And he's like shaking his head. He's like, "Oh no, Bree, she is so much more. She is beyond. She is so. She is this planet. She is." And I am not worthy.
You are. Anyone who decides to worship the green is.
He looks back at Breeze. Sorry. I am overwhelmed. Do you feel her?
I hear her, which is different.
And he like kind of like turns to Breeze and he like reaches out his hands. If you listen, if you look, you can see her.
Look at Athelstan's shoulders, where he usually talks to.
She is always here.
So, as you focus on Athelstan, you see what you would call his normal look. A purple guy, sharp teeth, green eyes. But you also see the shroud just looming around him. Wings held together, rotting but held together by vines, and eyes everywhere. And you see her, kind of leaning over his shoulder, smaller version of herself, resting kind of like this on his shoulder with her head tipped towards Athelstan's ear. She just waves.
Hi. Much smaller than before.
Travel-sized for your convenience.
I mean, Sly sits up there, no problem.
She's on the other shoulder.
You see her.
And I see you. The real you.
This is me. Everything is real to me. It is all real. I'm sorry, I did not know that you could see that.
This is new.
I... Are you afraid?
Only slightly. What was that gong?
Should rejoin. Come on. And I take their hand and I go.
One more peek back at the symbol and follow.
As you peek back to the symbol, you see words etched into the outer rim in gold. She is eternity. She is everything. She is the green. The tolling overhead seems to move the ton back into the sort of central area of the temple. The monks and nuns around the outside of it have more or less kind of moved their hands out in a gesture of supplication, but also in a way to like push everybody back. They stand there as the bell tolls midnight.
And Sly has all her shoes back.
I didn't get rid of any of them.
Eli, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Hold on, I want to check an effect. I had all my tabs up, but
Oh, 23.
okay.
Damn, your wisdom is high.
She's a cleric, so yeah.
No, but still.
Ki'Lai, as the final bell tolls, you feel something in your chest. Not heartburn, not pain, just like a pressure of somebody holding their fingers right there. Just over your heart. And then you feel a slight tapping in rhythm to your heart on your cheek. You said something, you're muted.
Well, you're not muted, but you didn't pick up.
Too low.
I'm listening.
No, I don't always answer. Hard through the gate. But I'm here. When the veil is thinnest, it's easier.
Show me. Sort of like looks around at the symbols.
You glance around, make a perception check.
I did make one earlier, but...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I made one. I made a 17 earlier.
Oh, okay.
Because
okay.
I wanted to have a moment with Gabriella before all this went down, but this is, like, it's all good.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. So, Liz, to answer your question, the arcane gate that blocked all the gods on the other side of the veil. They got their hands too dirty and decided it was probably best that they remove themselves from direct interaction.
And Ki'Lai doesn't know what that is because it happened after she was gone.
As you're looking around the room, you do see just a little bit of moonlight coming in through one of the skylights in the temple, shining on a very simple, small symbol. It's about the size of a CD. Going millennial on everybody. Could have said floppy disk. It's the size of a floppy disk.
Floppy disks
I mean, I'm old enough to remember those two, so.
They don't have the same surface area, let alone the same shape.
Well, I mean, depending necessarily on which floppy disk, the 5 1/4, 3 1/4.
Well, nobody had the larger ones weren't in the standard '90s tower. Okay.
Anyway,
millennial history lesson here, guys.
so it's about the size of a CD, and it has a broken wing.
Fuck.
Woven with 2 gold rings.
Oh I knew it!
And you can see that the rings are actually being used to tie the 2 sides of the wing together. So they're sort of like interconnected like that.
Okay.
This is a new god. You don't know who this is.
This bitch.
I go to it. If Gabriella will come with me, I bring her along, but I go to it.
She goes with you.
Who are you?
I think in your heart you might know already. But you left me behind when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I understand. You don't need to cry. I'm trying to help, but this is all very new to me. I'm
It's
sorry,
male.
Mom. Male.
Yeah. Oh, my sweet boy.
It's been a long time. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Oh.
It took a lot to try and get enough strength to reach through the gate for you and Mother.
I'm sorry I failed you.
You didn't fail me. Neither did Mother. Neither of you did. You did what you thought you had to.
Trying to come home.
I know. I don't know how we can do that. I'm trying, but I don't know if I'll ever have the power to help you get home.
Okay. It's okay, my sweet boy. It's good to hear your voice.
I speak words now. Please don't be sad. Don't be sad. I'm here. I've always been here with you.
I know.
It's been hard.
I carry you with me.
I know.
Always.
I think that's how I was able to reach through the first time. It might be easier sooner rather than later. The gate's weakening.
What is the gate? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. At the end of the war, the gods retreated back behind the gate, dragging the ones that didn't want to go kicking and screaming. And they sequestered themselves. Still.
War's over?
Yes.
Are you safe?
As safe as one can be. Could ask the same of you.
I wasn't safe the moment I left home.
I know. Anyway, the gate is weakening, and maybe it will be easier for you to come home when it does.
Okay.
If it does. They're still trying to repair it, trying to strengthen it.
I'll try from my side. See if I
Try
can
from mine.
learn more about this gate.
I will reach out when I am able. It's very, very tiring to reach through. I
Understand.
have but minutes.
I
Please
want
don't
you
cry.
to know I never stopped loving you.
I know, Mom. It's okay.
I did what I thought was right.
I know. You did what you had to. But I could feel yours and Mother's love through the veil, through the gate, through everything. That never stopped.
Good. Good.
Please don't cry anymore. It's okay. We will figure it out. How to get you home.
Okay. I'm glad you're well.
I'm well.
Rest, my love. We'll speak again.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, baby boy. My sweet Xander.
You feel the pressure on your chest and your cheek kind of fade, and the moonlight shifts just enough that it pulls the essentially spotlight off of your son's holy symbol. Gabriella just curls her hand over your shoulder and squeezes a little bit.
I'm okay. We need to find yours now.
She kind of gestures to, it's not a large depiction of Lolth, but in comparison to your son's, it is substantial in size.
Yeah. I pull her over there.
Mhm.
Just very quietly to her, I say, you can't stay.
What do you mean?
Everything I know about her, she sort of motions at the symbol. She doesn't accept failure, and you said that you failed.
I did. In Cartacus.
You have to finish what you started. And then please come back to me. But you can't stay. You know you can't, and I know you can't.
No, I've been putting it off.
I reach in, well, shit, Athelstan's got all my stuff. When
He's
we get back,
nearby.
when we have a moment, Take my token. It will get you there safely. I can't help you get back, but if you succeed and you can't figure out another way right to Van Richten, he'll get you back to me. Come to the Institute. Look for me there at least. Start there.
If I need to find you, I will.
I don't doubt that. She kind of looks around at the others. They're not exactly hard to miss.
Not very low profile, no.
No.
Sounds like just drunkenly leaning against Atlas.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Hey.
But I'll understand if you're not there in the morning. No hard feelings. You can't stay.
No, I can't. My dreams have been filled with her coming.
You fuss in your sleep.
Yes. Suppose I do.
If we figure this out, or if we find a way out before you come back, I'll send word. But I'll use our code. So you know that it's me. And it's real. Yeah. I'll try to give you as much heads up as I can. Be safe.
I will do my best. You as well. Keep those idiots safe.
I'll try.
Particularly the centaur. I'm quite
Yes.
fond of him.
Me as well.
And she just gives you a very soft kiss. And then goes to Athelstan to retrieve the token.
I look at Athelstan. Give her what she needs.
Does Athelstan have a guitar case one?
I'm pretty sure that we both do.
I have
Yeah,
to-
you both do.
Somebody does.
I do. Yeah, we
Sorry,
do.
Yeah,
I
I
know
was gonna say.
the original party does for sure, but
Yeah,
you guys
Yeah,
don't.
but we both.
we both have symbols.
Okay.
Few
Yeah.
of them actually. Few tokens. It's different.
They
ways.
did some traveling before they hooked up with you guys. So.
Got a few.
Oh yeah,
Stamps,
we did.
got a few stamps in our passport.
Okay. So with the token in tow, Gabriella steps out of the temple.
The door's still open? Oh, thank gods.
Yeah.
I thought we were about to get dragon's breath.
And everybody roll a dexterity save. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep. Dexterity saving throw against disintegration.
It's
A
fine. You'll just
nuclear,
die.
a fucking nuclear bomb.
Mass disintegrate. Slides
Um,
it.
Fly.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to do, given the information I've given you? I can cone of silence everyone if need be.
Sure.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Secret adjustment. Secret adjustment.
No, I don't need to server mute myself.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. You don't need. You need to be in the cone of silence too, Affy.
Shut up, Cedar. All right, we are sufficiently coned.
I remember things, which I took notes, but I remember things. So I guess I would walk over to the
Okay.
nun.
I'll paint the picture for you and chat, because I wasn't able to really like give you a whole lot of information just with the typing and stuff and everything going on. So there is an altar that seems to have a variety of cult symbols on it. It's sort of like it's been localized in this area, and you can see yours resting on the top of it. It's a black medallion with almost like a mask and rubies for eyes. And there is a cloistered nun standing relatively close to it. Not like hovering or anything, just that where it is kind of like where they ended up positioned based on their prayer earlier.
So would I walk over to the altar and see if they come to me, or would I walk over to them?
Entirely up to you.
I guess we'll start with the altar.
Okay.
I feel like that's the safest bet.
For sure. So you move over to this altar, and the connection with your cult is a little bit different than, say, Ki'Lai's connection or Athelstan's connection. It's more of a promise and consideration of what you believe in and how you choose to govern yourself. And, there are expectations, obviously, that come with your cult, but it's not like something is going to reach out and touch you.
Not gonna be the bag man again.
Well, the bag man is in a bag, and you don't have one of those, so you're good.
Perfect.
However, as you do move closer to this, you feel sort of like a niggling presence at the back of your neck, like you're being watched, or somebody is just very lightly kind of stroking fingers up and down the top of your spine. It definitely sends goosebumps kind of down your back and your arms, and you're just kind of uncomfortable because you're used to operating in shadows and not being seen. So the fact that somebody has seen you and is watching you, and it's not Gordon. Like, Gordon is probably watching you,
But I know what that's like.
but you know what that feels like. It's very like comforting, like an embrace.
Is this how people feel when I'm watching them?
Probably.
Oh. Okay.
So moving closer, you can see the rubies just give a faint glint, and you're standing before it now, looking down at it.
What now? What do I do?
That is up to you, my dear.
Do I like wave the nun over? Like, do I like make eye contact? How do you get a nun's attention other than sinning?
So this nun is like the monk at the front. Hands are free, and they're just sort of still held out in that placating gesture. And their head is bowed, and their hood is kind of pulled down, so you can't even see their face. You get the feeling that they're a nun just based on how the robes fall.
Good idea with the shoe offering. Can they see me though?
You assume so, but it's not them watching you. Like, they're aware of you, they may glance over at you.
I'm wondering if they can see the handshake thing. if I do it?
Maybe. Always give it a shot.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay. So you make this sort of one-sided handshake gesture over the amulet. And the nun doesn't react at first.
Okay.
A moment later, she's standing directly beside you, moving a hand to light incense that's at the top of the altar.
Okay.
And as her hand is moving, she echoes the handshake
Okay.
while lighting the incense.
Sorry.
You're okay. Take as long as you need.
I think I spelled incense wrong.
Okay. Have you come for a blessing, my child?
Yes.
What task are you set to accomplish that requires our God's review?
Okay, wait, I need to think about this.
Okay.
Because if I'm remembering, my notes are kind of like scattered, but if I'm remembering right,
Mhm. Allie wants you to ingratiate yourself to the new Dark Lord in Barovia.
does that have nothing to do with this then?
No, it's the same thing, because they had mentioned that they're part of the same cult, and that's really the only intel that they have.
That's what I have. Okay, so I guess the whole goal is to show them that I'm an ally there to help them, right?
Yep.
So how do I do that?
Your charm and your wit. Oh, there goes Maggie again.
Bye, Maggie.
If
So-
you...
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
How would I word that?
The same way you worded it, so I would come to you.
Oh God, my brain is like...
You made the gesture. The handshake. And that is how we communicate, to be on the same level.
So there's another series of hand movements?
Nope, the same ones.
Okay, so I just repeat it?
Yeah, you would just repeat it to whoever you believe to be the Dark Lord in Barovia.
So, and that was like the question that I had to add. Like, side note, that was the question, that was the answer that I needed from this person?
Depends. What questions do you want to ask? This person is part of your cult. You can ask whatever you like of them because they know who you are and seem to have aligned goals.
Ask them who the Dark Lord is? Would they know?
Probably not. It's a different realm, different domain. And if the Thieves Guild, who trade in thievery but also information, don't know, it's unlikely a cloistered nun would know.
Hold on. Okay, so they also wouldn't know, like, they wouldn't have any idea what the goals are either.
Of the Dark Lord in Barovia, probably not.
God, I don't know what to do. Okay. Then I'm gonna ask that question.
Which one?
Guidance in finding the Dark Lord?
Oh. Should you feel brave, you can wear your symbol openly. If not, subterfuge, unfortunately, will need to be applied. You need to investigate the people that you think may be that. It isn't in Barovia. I have heard there is an estate that belonged to the former Dark Lord. I would suggest starting there and seeing if there is anyone to assist you in pointing the right direction.
I'm trying to like keep.
No, you're okay. Take as long as you need. I mean, this is as important as you make it. I can offer you some assistance.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Some strength. Things that you yourself currently are not able to access. And as she's standing there, she reaches over and grabs your hand, and you feel this pulse of power. It burns up your arm and into your very core, right here into your chest. And it burns and burns and burns. And you're a tiefling. You're immune to fire. Or not immune, sorry, you're resistant. But you have not felt fire like this before. It's almost like you're being branded from the inside.
Oh, okay.
And you have essentially been given the magic initiate feat so that you can now cast the Rakdos guild spells.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after stream. Use this gift wisely. It can be removed if you do not prove yourself worthy.
Is there a time limit?
No. Just do what you need to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Blessings upon you. They kind of bow their head and step away. I'm going to pull everybody out of the cone now. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, you're back.
Hello.
Gods.
Hello, you're back.
You're talking about.
Hello.
Oh my god.
You guys okay?
It scared me.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, I
So
was playing
Sly.
some Minecraft.
So from your perspectives, everybody, Sly moved up to an altar.
Okay.
Received a blessing from a nun, and has returned to your side.
All right.
I have one more quick question that I forgot to ask you, but I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, no problem. Anything further in the temple, everyone?
Oh, she put on her sexy Affy voice. Oh dear.
Let me just pull this down and. I'm not doing that because it bugs me.
Ah. I don't think there's too much. I'm very interested in what is apparently happening in this circle.
What circle?
But I thought everyone was being pushed towards the center.
Oh yeah, just for like the prayer or whatever, you were all sort of ushered
Oh.
into the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a breakaway now, or we like what's going on?
It's clear some people have like paid their tithe
Mm-hmm.
and are being allowed to exit by the car gate.
Okay. Any murmurs?
Make a perception check.
And also, I would like to put eyes on Eris.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because
Go
I
for it.
rolled an 11.
He just is very close to Athelstan.
For fuck's sake! 13.
Better.
I give you my last charge of Cosmic Omen, so you can add a D.
6, I think.
D6.
Yeah, D6.
16.
16. So what you are able to glean, for the most part, everybody, once they arrive, despite their initial like bitching, they are very respectful here and aren't like complaining about having to come here and like make their offerings and stuff. So there's not really any gossip. For the most part, everybody's really just doing what they need to do, paying their tithe, and leaving.
Okay. Boarding her ship?
Yes.
Does everybody seem to have gone to the same token, or are they sort of spread out throughout?
Yeah, where are they
various
paying
gods?
these tithes?
There were a couple like groups, larger groups that would go to like the Allfather, the I'm sorry, I'm
More known as
spacing on the words that I need. But like the more common
Mhm.
gods and goddesses, Ayun is one. There are a couple that do kind of trek over to the Asmodeus altar.
Mhm.
There's
How much
Okay.
would the tithes actually be?
Are you looking to see what people are paying?
I'm just trying to figure out what the average tithe would be.
You can make a perception check to see what people are giving. Okay, so with a 17, you're able to glean that it's sort of personal preference on what's given, and it depends on what people ask for in return. So if they are, asking for a good week, it's not very large. But if they're asking for some particular miracle or, a boon of some sort, then it's much more substantial. For the most part, it does seem to be money and jewelry, most likely because they didn't have time to prepare to bring anything else. But
Is there shrine to the Raven Queen here?
Yes.
He's gonna make a pit stop there.
Okay. You did notice on your way in that there were like potted plants that were being prepared to hit the soil. There's like a gaggle of chickens, kind of whatever people could afford or whatever they needed. That's what they paid. You assume like the plants and the animals are most likely from the lower caste.
Would there be a altar to any of the Faerunian deities?
Yep.
Like Gond?
Yeah, most deities here are represented in some form. Depending on how much worship is given to them is kind of representative of how big their symbol is. But literally every wall, every floor panel, it's all covered in like symbols and etchings and, carvings of whatever deity happens to be in that space.
Okay.
So for Eris, she has moved to a shrine to Neptune.
Interesting. Okay.
And she lays out a small burlap bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. Nah, I'm too curious. I go over there.
Okay.
Like, I saunter over there.
Swagger.
Wine in hand.
Jack Sparrow waddle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Does he recall her being a particularly devout type?
No, but devotion was not really kind of a thing. I mean, people worshipped. The temple has always been here, and it's always been sort of like this multi-panelithic place. The times you have been here, it's usually pretty quiet. There were tokens and stuff to a variety of gods, but it wasn't like this sort of mass worship.
Okay. So you turn to the gods.
Athelstan, are you drunk?
Perhaps.
Okay. I didn't realize that was the sort of party you were after. If I'd known, I would have broken out the good stuff. Wine drunk leads to horrible hangovers.
Oh, I don't get hangovers. And he kind of like drops down next to her. Neptune.
Yes.
He just like takes a sip of wine. And what do you ask of him?
Just to repair the waters. They've been strange of late.
I have heard that. He kind of glances around to make sure no one else is around or listening. The mists are closing in there.
Yes. I'm trying to repair the damage, but it is difficult.
What are you doing to repair?
Whatever I need to.
He looks at the burlap sack. Including sacrifice.
That's what is required, yes.
Like an island, if you would stand. Evil will be laid at your door because you will have no allies left.
I've always been a bit of a lone wolf.
Same.
Surely that's why we got along so well.
Because we saw so little of each other?
That is part of the reason, yes.
What else are you doing?
What do you mean?
what needs to be done. I had to travel through 2 walls of the mists to get here.
Yes.
It grows closer to Ilatuk.
Almost every day.
What will we do for our people?
Whatever it takes.
You never stop playing the game.
You know, I can't afford to stop playing it.
You are my father's child, after all.
If only I were that lucky, then all of this would be for naught. But I believe the issue lies in the number of heirs. The mists are being pulled in all directions because they are scattered to the winds.
You wouldn't be implying that we get the family back together to then put this shit back together, would you?
Not at all.
Oh, that's a shame, because I was thinking something along the lines of that. Like I said, allies and islands.
No.
A land without allies becomes a land lost.
Your father didn't really have any allies either. He was too bent on escape. I have no intentions of trying to escape.
Look where that got him.
Because he was a fool.
Oh, yes.
Posture check, everybody.
I don't need to have a posture check. I'm drunk. Drunk. Do you think it would be a bad idea then?
Bringing everyone together.
You need not shroud yourself from me.
Cousin, I would never.
And he just cocks an eyebrow, like...
She cocks one right back.
Oh, you are just like Justina, incredibly boring. I cannot help you. I cannot help this place. Unless you all just fucking say what you mean. It has gotten us this far in life to play this game.
And I do intend to keep living.
Yes.
And Athelstan, for a moment, the warning blade begins to hum against the inside of your wrist. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
When did my camera turn off?
A while ago. I thought you turned it off on purpose.
I didn't realize.
It went off the last
I've been
time you
listening.
disappeared.
I rolled
good.
I rolled a 19 total.
Okay. Let me just see what she rolls on her attack. 21.
Flash of genius.
Ooh.
That a saving
You
throw?
don't know what's going on. You can't flash of genius something you don't realize is happening.
I mean, he didn't make it a secret that he went over to her.
No, but what happens after that, not so much.
We don't necessarily see that she's making this attack.
So, you feel a sharp blade plunge in between your ribs.
Do I have a opportunity to do the same?
You can certainly try.
Actually, no. Can I catch her wrist
Mhm.
and pull her in close?
Absolutely.
And he just opens his eyes. That will be the last blow I let go unanswered, cousin.
If you survive it, make a Constitution saving throw.
Do we see Athelstan get stabbed at this point?
Make a perception check.
I don't know if you noticed, but I tapped on my sending stone.
Then did we notice him?
Well, whoever else has a sending stone, and hopefully Tommen and Alaric have made some.
Yep.
I believe that happened though.
Eli got a net 20, so 24. Oh.
21.
I can
All
try
right.
that again.
Yeah, go for it. So Athelstan, thanks to chat, you have automatically passed your saving throw, which is good
Hell
because you
yeah,
rolled
because
a
I rolled a
7.
7. Thank you. Oh, I just wanted some good flavor. And in that, now, well, how reckless do I want to be right now? She's right there anyway, so like, paint me that word picture, Maffy.
Which word picture are you looking for?
Do I feel the attempts of poison running through my veins?
It is not poison.
Venom?
Acid.
Ah.
And it does do 33 damage halved because you saved.
Mm-hmm.
And you are not paralyzed.
Cool. I take her
They're
throat
all-
within my teeth.
They're also resistant to acid, aren't they?
Yeah. I thought so. No.
Wait, what? Sorry, you do what now?
On the combat tracker, it says you resist acid and poison.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. It was 66 damage.
Oh, wow.
Half to 33. Have it again.
Oh, damn.
She did not come here to play.
I didn't think so. But yeah, Sly, to answer your question, I set my teeth against her throat.
You feel a dagger twist, and for everybody that rolled a perception check, anybody who was above a 15 saw what happened. They saw the dagger plunge in between Athelstan's rib cage, and then her thumb flick up on like a little switch on the hilt of the dagger. And now you see Athelstan with his teeth at her throat, and she's laughing.
And so is he.
Mm-hmm. And in the background, you hear a... That's it.
How do I feel about this, knowing that there's a bunch of symbols that basically say this is not a place to fight?
Yeah,
Uncomfy?
not good. Uncomfy.
Yep, not good. Not
Yeah.
good.
No, it's not good. No.
She started it.
Oh, it's Charlie and Shuri.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys would know the symbols, because they were with the Thieves Guild symbols.
Athelstan did.
Yeah.
Okay, you did, yeah.
Yep.
Right, because, yeah, okay, I remember,
Yep.
yeah. I remember. Now I'm
So-
even more stressed.
You watch the dagger slowly twist around in a circle.
Can I... Oh, yeah, well, well, yeah, of course. That's twisting. Blood's coming out of her throat.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and make 2d4 damage. Just to start.
Come on.
2. Perfect.
2 fucking damage. Well, I plant my fucking feet in her chest and I push off.
As,
Slowly
as this is
climb.
happening,
Mm-hmm.
so because I rolled a nat 20,
Yep.
I had walked over to the Raven Queen's whatever she's got going on in here, and Ki'Lai, like, she pricks her finger and leaves one drop of blood,
Okay. So the Raven Queen's shrine is a pedestal with a sort of gnarled tree and a live raven.
She holds her finger out to the raven.
It kind of leans in and sniffs your finger, then pecks it. So you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Yeah. But as that happens, she just says, "Thank you for bringing me here." And then, I'm assuming because I rolled a nat 20, I realize what the fuck is going on over here.
Yeah.
I turn
the
and I
cackling
cast
alone.
hold person on her.
Okay, what's the save for that?
Wisdom.
DC? Doesn't matter, I got a nat 20.
Come
on. Let me just pull... I don't have a map or anything, but we're going to theater of the mind it.
And you do weird nat 20s just are automatic passes?
Usually, unless there's like a half damage effect.
Nope, I was just going to use War God's Blessing, having just had contact with my son for the first time, to add 10 to my roll, which makes it a 24.
Okay, let me just double check. She's got a +6, so it brings her to 26.
Flash of genius?
He doesn't see it.
No. That just changed her DC. It didn't do anything. Okay, so we're going to roll initiative. There is no map. It's going to be theater of the mind, and we're going to basically try and figure out how this plays out.
Can I use my inspiration on my initiative?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do too. Mine also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh boy, y'all. Oh boy.
Oh, good. I'm glad it was so much better.
Is this it? Did I do it right?
Oh, same. Fucking same.
Nice.
This place sucks.
Maybe it's because we weren't supposed to fight here.
Great. I don't know.
Okay, so I just need to...
She started it.
Eli, you do not have your cloak on.
That was the one thing that I kept.
Yeah, she did keep her cloak on.
You kept it on?
Yeah, it's a cloak.
I'm just making sure. Did you keep it on, or did you just kind of have it with you?
She said that the cloak is the one thing she kept
Well,
on.
because we traveled here, she would have put it back on.
Okay. You would have broken...
If you'll allow.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Like, no, if that's not okay, that's totally fine. Like, I know you fucking hate that thing. So...
I do fucking hate that thing. No, it's fine. I don't actually hate it. So everybody is without armor.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. Your AC is lower. You do not have your weapons for the most part. You will have to retrieve them in order to use them. If you choose to use them.
I am the weapon.
All right. Top of the initiative order. Oh, wait. Madame Eris, it would help if I added you, isn't it?
I don't want it.
Roll bad.
I assume I could have
For
kept
once
my
in your
druidic
fucking
focus
life.
on me, right?
Sorry, Atlas?
I could have kept my druidic focus on me because it's not suspicious. It's
yeah.
Because I know I said that I kept all my other armor.
Yeah.
You have your plants hanging on you. Like, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so top of the initiative is Breeze. And you saw all of this happen.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, you felt it.
Ooh.
Not so much in a way of, oh my god, I've been stabbed, but you were aware of a pressure in your rib cage and the feeling of blood falling down your side.
Look over to Athelstan. See what's going on over there. And I'm going to drop Calm Emotions on Madame Eris.
Okay. So she would have advantage, I believe, because combat? No? Okay, well, she rolled a 26 anyway, so it's fine.
Okay.
Hard to calm
so she
down
passes.
when your windpipe is in the mouth of a shark.
Yep.
Well, whatever Athelstan is.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, definitely something else. I will just open up the bag. Just come and get it.
All right.
If you need it. And then bonus action Bardic Inspiration to Athelstan.
Ooh.
All right.
Which is now, I did not realize this until recently. At level 6, it becomes Unfailing Inspiration, so you can use it every turn until it works.
Nice.
Is it a D8?
It's a D8, yeah.
Nice. Fly.
Thank you.
I don't know what happened.
At this point, with everybody like, oh my god.
And anybody with Ascending Stone heard, what the fuck did he say again?
I don't remember specifically what he said.
It was really cool, though.
Yeah, but essentially everybody is aware of what's happening.
It implied violence was about to happen.
Yeah.
I only rolled a 14.
Yeah, no.
So I didn't see it.
With that high of a roll beneath the DC, like all it took was Breeze casting a spell at Madame Eris for you to be, oh shit, something is occurring.
And Ki'Lai sent something that way too.
Yep.
You can act however you want. If you do not want to fight here, you can state as such.
Yeah.
And indicate to your friends, if you want to, that this is not a place to fight. It is entirely up to you how you want to proceed.
Can I change my mind later? Like, can I respect it unless I need to get involved?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so what you can do is you can actually hold your action. So you can hold a shoe, for example. And you would set a trigger. So your trigger would be they don't stop fighting or something to that effect.
I guess I'll do that then.
I remember what I said. This will be the last blow I let go unanswered, cousin.
Yeah, that is what you said, yeah. So can I just I'm just gonna back away, hopefully with Gordon.
Action surge for Ki'Lai.
I saw that.
Liddy titty.
Find something and be under it.
Gordon?
There are pews or altars that you could kind of duck behind, and if you want to be stealthy about it, you can use your cunning action to roll stealth.
Yeah. You tell us not to fight here, Sly?
We're not supposed to.
Okay, but do you tell us that?
Probably reasonable.
Yes. I'll just say they're.
It's neutral ground.
Yeah.
It's a ceasefire.
Actually, you know what? I should probably just be look. I'm always the first one to be fuck you, here's a shoe in the face.
Yep. You know if Sly ain't jumping into the fray, then there's something wrong.
We shouldn't be doing this, guys. So sorry, what do I roll again?
Are you going to roll a stealth check if you're hiding somewhere?
Yes. And then what? I know how to do this. Hold on.
Wait, can you roll the stealth check and then also hold your action though, or is it one or the other?
For you, Atlas, you would have to do one or the other, but because Sly's a rogue, they have cunning action. They can take the hide action as a bonus action.
I can't find it. How do I do
Was
that?
the knife her secret crutch? Her secret crutch weapon?
No, this was an actual dagger.
That would have been cool.
How do I add the cunning action to it though?
I don't want to wait.
You don't have to add the cunning action to it. You're just making a stealth check. The cunning action is just what allows you to make it a bonus action.
Oh, come on. Okay, well,
That's 11.
Damn.
You can use your inspiration if you want to.
It's gonna be so much worse if I do it, though. I know it.
Yeah.
19.
That's how the dice roll, my friend.
That's a pretty good roll.
Fine. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it. Fine.
Okay. All right, so that moves to Ki'Lai. Now, Ki'Lai, chat has granted you an action surge, should you choose to use it.
Yeah, I know, but Ki'Lai doesn't want to spill blood here either. So she casts Shield of Faith on herself and waits.
All right, so the Shield of Faith is a bonus action. Do you hold anything for your action?
Yeah, I hold a guidance.
Okay. And your trigger?
If Athelstan has to make a save to get away.
Okay. Leave guidance is a touch spell, so you move closer?
Oh shit, it is.
It is.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I
He's
would move. So how far is he from me?
The temple is approximately 30 feet across. You weren't that far from him.
Okay, then yeah, I would move so that I'm like as hulking as I can in this dress. And
Not a problem. Have you seen her shoulders?
and she's also glowing now because she cast Shield of Faith and looks fucking pissed. And she just is like that will be her trigger. And like if he has to make a save to get away, and she just says, Athelstan, not here. Please. And there's like a desperation in her voice that you have never heard before.
At the end of your turn, the skies open, and thunder and lightning begin to crash against the outside of the temple.
She started it. She started it. You're like a petulant child.
Liliana is going to take Sly's lead and is going to hide and prepare an action.
Yeah, I know it's not going to matter very much, but I'm sticking to my guns here that she started it.
Yenrik is just sort of like, I don't know, I'm just a bunny.
I don't know.
I don't know, I'm just a bunny. And they are going to also hold an action for Chaos Bolts. Just for funsies. And the trigger is if the fighting doesn't stop. Bring us to Madame Eris.
Come on, I thought she was last. Damn it.
No.
That.
No, we just don't see where in the initiative order they are.
So, without care, she yanks her throat free of your teeth and gets to her feet. Surprisingly agile for somebody who uses a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to... let me just make sure I've got the right spell.
What damage does that cause? Do I get to roll anything for that? Because she literally just tore her throat. She literally
2d4.
just tore her windpipe. 2d4? I tore out her windpipe. With my teeth.
You only did 2 damage when you first bit her, so...
It was a warning bite.
2d4. So moving back just enough to like keep
6.
Like be in her square.
Attack of opportunity.
No, she's still in your range. She's just in her own square instead of like you guys on top of each other. She takes her crutch and pulls a rapier free.
Yes!
And points it directly at your snoot, Athelstan. She does not strike, but she's ready to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Alaric.
He's going to reach into his bag and pull and retrieve his focus.
Okay.
And that's going to take a full action. That's all I can really do.
All right. Athelstan.
He rises to his feet, looks her in the eye. I was wrong. You are still fun. He just kind of like nudges the rapier to one side and says, later. Cousin, how about that drink that you promised me?
Why wait?
Very well. And I lean over and I pick up the cask that I left on the floor. Pull up and take 2 sacramental goblets. Pour 2. Give her one.
She takes it. Keeps her rapier at the ready, however.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just like in the shadows, like.
Oh, people will talk.
I hope they do.
I do too. And I misty step over to Ki'Lai.
Ki'Lai's like right behind you.
He like kind of like flicks his like kind of straightens his doublet. And like maybe like a noble or somebody looks at him sideways and he just like kind of flashes the eyes and the split mouth.
End of your turn?
Yeah.
Getting an out card from Helsing vibes.
So Atlas.
Yeah, his mouth can split like up to here.
Atlas has a moral quandary because Sly said do not fight here. And while Atlas is not a conventionally religious person, you know, there's a lot of holy symbols here. But at the same time, Atlas has, you know, not only in the campaign, but in his past, killed people because it was the right thing to do. Even if, you know, maybe the circumstances weren't great, because it was his duty. Is it his duty as Athelstan's friend to defend him now, even if Athelstan doesn't need defending, and if this is the inopportune time, or does he act now? And he's only 6 seconds to think about this. But I mean, he had other seconds, I guess, while everybody else was fighting.
Well, granted, it's all the same 6 seconds.
Yeah, he feels like
Be in the background, like
he's going to step outside because it's not far, right? It would just be like
Yeah, you would be able to get outside with your movement.
Yeah, and I will look Athelstan in the eye and Ki'Lai because they're standing right next to each other, and give like a firm nod to be like, you know, I'm standing in solidarity with you, but I'm not going to, you know, fight unless we have to.
He kind of like
makes that choice for himself, and he holds his action to cast Aura Vitality if somebody drops a significant amount of HP. Can I put a number on it approximately, or how would I have to do that?
You can just say if somebody is like very massively wounded. Like Athelstan is about half health.
Well, I don't want to actually do that. I would do healing word for that actually.
Yeah, there's just green blood gush. There's just like green blood everywhere.
Yeah, for that I'll hold my healing word.
Okay.
I think at that Athelstan will just be like, "Let's go."
All right, so you choose to leave, leaving Gordon at the bottom of the initiative. He removes his weapons from Breeze's sack.
He looks up. He's like,
"All right." Oh,
no.
we're just going? Man.
There will
We
be
may get to do something
there,
once we're out of here.
there will be plenty of opportunity.
Just like desperately trying to distract him, like
Boobs.
I was ready for the
Boobs.
fight, and
Oh,
then
come
the
on.
fight was not ready for me.
Come on, babe. You know I can't focus when you like put them out like that.
I'll let you touch him if we leave. Right now.
Okay. Like ducks his head and shuffles after you.
His tail like flipped
Holds
down.
like his weapon in his hand with a shield and like reaches out and just goes
He is the best frat boy. He is the best frat boy.
All right, that brings us to the end of the round. Madame Eris is first on the initiative. She puts down the drink that she did not drink.
Because never drink with thine enemy.
Never. And she's going to not do much of anything. She will send out a flare through one of the windows.
Yeah.
A burst of fiery essence emerges from her palm and shoots out the window. You get the hint of black powder and sulfur as it careens up into the sky and explodes like a firework, even in the rain.
Salmon, keep Bill running.
I was gonna say, fire up the bill.
Fire up the bill!
To get back across the river.
Have fun getting across the river, cousin.
Oh, I thought we were going back to the party.
No,
This is nothing.
not for you anyway. The rest of my guests will go. Be sure to warn the other heirs that I'm coming for them. I do enjoy a fight.
You're a fool.
No, I'm determined.
And yet still. My offer was genuine.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was.
Athelstan.
Eris.
Have a good swim.
Go fuck yourself.
And the Kargat begin to move towards you. So you've got 6 seconds to determine how you will all react.
Can we use our
Atlas?
medallions and just leave? Our tokens? Can we just like run away? Is that doable?
I don't think that's how the tokens work. I think you have to walk into the mist. But we can
Yeah.
all pretty much all of us can fly or like fly, right? Pretty sure.
Atlas, how many of those pixie dust packets did you buy?
Pixie dust packets?
Why?
Yep.
Can we use the planar shift?
Because, I mean, I could sure fucking try. If you want me to try, I can try.
The pixie dust don't work. Otherwise, we've got a bunch of fucking like shape changers coming after our arseholes.
I mean,
That's something.
Pixie dust us. Can we please pixie dust? You're muted,
you're
Maggie.
muted, sweetie.
Pretty sure you bought all of them.
I have 2 pixie dust packets, and I can also carry somebody on my back and fly because I'm a horse that can fly.
Okay, so, and I have one. You can fly.
I can fly and I can take breeze and sly.
Yeah.
What about Gordon?
Okay, so,
Guys.
okay, so, pixie dust, Atlas can cast fly, and then we'll pixie dust the other ones that can't be carried.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Gordon will get pixie dusted.
Yep. Faith, trust the pixie dust.
I show Atlas exactly what I'm doing. Atlas, come on, you're with me on this.
Yeah.
And we go.
Here we go. All of us,
So
including the
I
NPCs.
assume Alaric and Liliana will be on my back. Is Gabriella still there? Is she outside?
No, she's gone.
she's
She's
gone.
already gone.
I was just making sure because you told her if you're not there in the morning. I was just double checking.
Yeah.
We're gone.
Nope.
like
So
that.
pixie dust. We pixie dust and fly the fuck out.
Yep.
Okay.
Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Atlas
getting
leads
to?
us back to Tommen.
Okay, if we
like-
know we're heading to Tommen,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Tommen can meet
use,
us.
Well, if I know we're heading towards Tommen, I'm gonna use a package of the dust of disappearance to make us
Ooh.
all invisible.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
I will remove my well, I'm only using pixie
I'll
dust
take-
on what's his face, right?
Take off into the gate.
On Gordon,
I still have one
Yep.
packet left.
and I'll use mine on myself.
Yeah, and then I'm going to remove a level 3 spell slot for myself.
We agree, so we do it.
Yep,
All
we
right.
make it.
So as the car gap began to close in, you frantically pull out these packets of pixie dust, which seemed like a joke when you bought them, but as you sprinkle it on Gordon, this massive minotaur begins to float.
He's like,
Fly! Babe, I need your boobs to hold me down.
Here you go.
I grab onto his tail, or she grabs onto his tail or something, or his nose ring.
Fly is cast. More pixie dust. And Breeze, in an act of genius, turns you all invisible for about 5 minutes, giving
Right
you...
as we're leaving the ground, can I just like do one last poison breath?
Please, no.
Funny. Okay, fine.
Before you turn invisible, you better do it. But
Yeah, it would be like right before invisibility.
It's entirely up to you if you decide to do that.
You've never heard that level of desperation in Ki'Lai's voice before.
No, but she tried to kill me.
I mean, that's up to you, but
Yeah, we're gone.
Okay.
Also,
So-
this is the first time Alaric's ever ridden on Atlas's back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Never
So
want
flying, invisible.
We're
How
holding
do you
hands
keep
like
track
roaches.
of each other in a storm?
We're holding hands. We're holding
Hold on
hands
to
like
each other.
roaches.
You're holding hands? Okay.
Like
Yeah.
roaches running away from the light.
where we were
As soon as we figure out what Breeze is doing, we all just like start reaching out to each other because otherwise we're gonna get separated.
Okay.
The moment Alaric would start seeing Breeze do this, he would have cast. He would have. Would you have said what you were doing, Breeze?
No, I don't think so, right?
I called out like where are we meeting?
We're hitting up Tommen, who's on a way
I
towards
heard
the
heading
gate.
up Tommen, and I would have just thrown
Okay,
the dust up and
Okay, so if Alaric would have seen that dust, if seeing you retrieving that dust, he would have probably cast see invisibility, just to be safe.
Just to be safe. Okay.
And steer the Atlas.
yeah.
All right.
It's like that way. Which way? Freaking north.
Just grab his hair. This way. Grab him by the ears.
With your wife.
Ratatouille him.
Does it feel magical in a storm, just riding on a flying centaur invisible with your wife?
Super magical.
How does Alaric feel?
Duality.
Awkward.
I'm riding my party member with my wife. Ew.
I'm riding a man with my wife. I'm riding a man with my wife.
Is it gay to ride a fellow party member if you're invisible and running from a potential like murder plot?
It was a murder plot, yeah.
Is it
Okay.
gay though?
Yeah.
So,
Party member all the time.
invisible, flying, you make your way across the waters. And as you do, the storm overhead seems to have triggered them as they begin to flow in the opposite direction. And you can see what is almost like a tidal wave just on the horizon. You make it across in time. You're not affected by it, but you can see the violent interaction that Tommen had alluded to. As the invisibility drops and you're all there in your finery, soaking wet, still flying, you've made your escape. For now. But Eris has played her hand. You know what it is now. Kill the other heirs. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Let's just take Tommen away and leave.
No, yeah, we're on the road, yeah.
No, I mean like leave.
No, yeah, we're leaving Illitook. We're gone.
Yeah. Fuck this place.
I think
we're gone.
I think Atlas means the
Atlas
domain.
means- the domain.
Oh yeah.
leave.
Leave.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. It was a lot of
Plane
fun.
shift. Plane shift. Next time plane shift, we go to the Feywild or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Pixies to go to Dinosaur Island.
No, I don't need you fucking yahoos running around in my campaign.
Now there's a thought.
No.
A scary thought.
This is really
Yeah,
have to meet
mess
up
up
with
in our
the other
camp.
characters.
Anyway, we're gonna raid, so stick around for those raid points. You can use the platinum pieces to help or hinder the party, either Monday or Friday nights. Asparagus, to answer your question, Yenrik is still with the party. Unfortunately, Agni couldn't be here tonight. Some driver hit the internet box and no internet. So
Yeah.
Yenrik is still with the party, still a bunny. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight. So, yeah, just stick around for the raid. Go check out CanadianDice.ca. He would have been with Gordon. Gordon would have picked him up.
Wedgie.
Picked him up by the ears, like.
Like Robin
Get a
on a
back
house.
seat or something. I look like you hunted me.
Yeah, go check out Canadian Dice. Use the code TheVectaire, all one word, for 10% off your dice order. And if you can, donate to Black Girl White Coat. Super amazing organization. Go check them out at blackgirlwhitecoat.org. And you can donate via our link that's below the video or above the chat. Either one. We're going to go raid Lost Caravan RPG. They are new friends. We like them. We're going to go raid them. So thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you soon. Bye.